bring the hammer.
We're live. Hello and welcome
Hello.
SJW Gangbang, previously known as Circle Jerk, but we leveled up, as you know. And let's see who joined us today. Or not? Kek?
Yeah. Hello.
So we're starting with white supremacist, Nazi, racist, fascist, Satanist symbol.
And communist.
Yes.
Broken heart liberal.
So, talk on various different topics, but
For the first time on our show, our regular Jacopol, only $15.99.
Privilege.
Misogyny.
Greetings, programs.
Oh, we'll get to you, don't worry. Chuck Taloo.
Be gone! Dot!
Gang.
Greetings, programs.
And I'm your host, Priviledgy Shitlord. Shitlord and Savior.
Yeah.
And, well, let's see what topics we have today. Shall we start with something less important? Well, we already have viewers. That's nice. Anyways, shall we start with something... Well, let's start with Joe Sweden, as I call him.
okay.
So, apparently, let me try to find... apparently, he was regularly cheating on his wife, as a true male feminist should. What a great ally.
Yeah.
and some of
Like
they're actually turning
the one woman he should have had the most respect for. It's like, yeah, he didn't even respect their marriage. Of course, his mother is one
they're
of them.
turning on him though. I've seen a couple articles like, oh, he was never a feminist. 5 times Joss Whedon, self-proclaimed woke bae, blew his feminist credentials. Blah 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 blah. They're just completely disavowing him.
Well, it's one of his fan sites actually shut down just after that revelation.
Oh, jeez.
Well, let's take a look at the article. This article in Daily Caller by Yan Miles Chong. So let's see what it says. So his ex-wife released a statement about they were married for 16 years, and then he was a hypocrite preaching feminist ideals, as opposed to what? Aren't like all feminists hypocrites?
Even more of a hypocrite.
So even by male feminist standards, well, that's really...
Well, that's the thing, when every man sort of stands alone and wants to be independent. They don't really network with each other until they get caught by, extreme feminist laws and things, and then they go join a Voice for Men or MGTOW or something. Then they get woke.
Well, I mean, even after you get woke, you might get back to sleep like Spino M.
Yeah, divorced men get no help, no sympathy from men who are in the middle of a kissy relationship or who are married or something like that, and they just because one group just doesn't understand the other until you experience it, then you become woke.
Yeah, so
I think the telling thing was him saying, like, he basically saying, knowing that he was doing something wrong, and so he had to project himself as a a good person. So he took on this feminist, I'm the woke feminist person. I'm so great. Blah 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 blah. All this other crap.
it's like how most of male feminists have a guilty conscience. I don't like this. There were times in our relationship that I was uncomfortable with the attention Joss paid other women. He always had a lot of female friends. Yeah, just friends, just maybe with benefit. But he told me it was because his mother raised him as a so his mother raised him as a womanizing cheater. Thanks, Mom. You like women better. I'll try that. If I ever be crazy enough to get married, I'll try that. I was raised a feminist, so I just like women better than men. especially in bed.
What was it? I need to find it, but there's a statement he put out on Batgirl, and he was like, he wanted an unknown person. I'm looking for somebody who will go the extra mile.
We'll catch a grenade for me.
Well, I think from him it's gonna be the extra inch.
Oh, yeah, let's start. He admired and respected female. Oh yes, someone needs to make a crossover with the respect women meme and the jealous girlfriend meme. You know, this one.
Oh, there are tons of them.
So he didn't.
Out of just Sweden, I think there are a couple.
Okay, here's the statement. What I'm looking for in Batgirl is probably somebody new. Whedon told us on the red carpet. Somebody who is willing to go the distance. It is going to be hard. I want somebody who's going to get in the trenches with me.
Ah.
Pretty much catch a grenade for me.
Well, already anyone hired from him
Yeah,
should sue him for sexual harassment just for that fucking statement.
Right?
Yeah. Basically, he's looking for a feminist to be Batgirl.
Well, does feminism say that relationships have to be just so a certain way or something, and the man bends over and the woman uses a strap-on or some junk like that? What is it?
Just to show how serious our live streams are, let's have a pause because we talked about trenches and catching grenade. This is the kind of relationships male feminists want.
Easy come, oh, oh, oh. From the first kiss, had your ass wide open. Wow, wow. Take it all, but you never give. Had it. Beat me till I'm numb. Ooh, you watch me take your shit in the trash. What you don't understand inside, don't understand. You know I told you in front of a tree. Gave you black, yeah. Take it all in your ass. No. My body was on fire. You wouldn't do the same. Yes, I would take a bullet straight through train from you. Hey. I'm shy. You said you love me, but a liar, 'cause you never, ever. Oh my God.
That's some plans to get a copyright strike, but I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not strike,
Right.
but claimed. At least.
I don't monetize my videos anyway, and if you watch me, just
Yeah, I don't know if you could get a copyright strike for featuring something that is in and of itself, a copyright strike.
I got once, but
I don't know. At least claimed, and it's just I don't know.
well, I got.
Well, I mean, because the fact is what we're actually discussing the video, so it's under fair use anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
I think.
I don't think that CS188 has such connection that he will issue copyright strikes. I mean, and he's the copyright owner for the transformative work. I don't think that whichever is. Who cares? I
But
mean,
then again, everything that we do is a collaborative transformative work.
Yeah, okay, but what does it mean, man? What does it all
Oh yeah,
mean?
and Sargon is hit by shit.
Literally who? Lit by. He's getting sued by literally who? I had to look up this bitch. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, the one that needs to be hit with another copyright strike is Bearing. He's
Really?
using the Total Drama Island Bear, but now he's fucking using the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Really?
What the fuck is he doing? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, go and take a look at the Berenstain Bears, and then take a look at the bears that he's using now.
Jeez.
Yeah, you'll see.
essentials. Okay.
Rest in peace, Barry.
Well, let's not get into the Bernstein bullshittery. Everyone thought it was like Bernstein because the spelling is like Einstein. That's explanation. Okay, so let's see what else is. He said he admired and respected females. He didn't lust after them. Or just if he
he didn't lust after them. He didn't.
I admire and respect them with my dick. On the set of Buffy, George decided to have his first secret affair.
There we go.
He's just, you know, who he reminds me of. He reminds me of a more successful version of Dick Carrier. You know, remember that guy who was such a upstanding male feminist who had a open relationship with his wife, but just, his wife didn't know that their relationship was open. He opened it secretly, like.
I swear to God, like male feminist is like the, it's like the closeted gay Republicans, basically, of the Bush era, thing. It just, you know, it's just, what the fuck.
Has my picture switched to the my Kakistan logo?
No.
No, nothing.
All right, hold on.
It's a blank figure.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood used to be so easy. The
Try enabling your
director,
camera.
yeah, Hollywood used to be so easy. The director, the young actresses, they work 12-hour days, you know, intensive. They have a studio. They had a studio contract, so of course he screwed them all.
Yeah.
You know, now the feminists get all uppity, and any sign of heterosexuality is a big crime. They're working their way up to declaring all heterosexuality a crime. That's what Andrea Dworkin wanted before she died.
Andrea Dworkin's dead.
Yeah. Well, she was brain.
Oh, yeah.
Before she
God,
died.
Yeah, I am going to do a shot in honor of the fact the bitch is goddamn dead.
Yeah, it's not that she had a massive coronary. Her coronary had a massive Dworkin.
I don't hate Andrea Dworkin because she was a feminist. I hated her because she was an outright bitch.
Bitch. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like a synonym?
Sometimes, yeah.
No, I mean, I know feminists that I can actually put up with because they are actual feminists.
Yeah, like
You know, they
Christina
truly
Summer.
believe in that, you know, empowering women, you know, without tearing down men.
Choice.
I'm an egalitarian myself, where I think, yes, we should have it, and I look for ways to be able, even though I am a raving, unapologetic chauvinist. I personally feel and would prefer that every woman stay barefoot in the pregnant and asking me what I want on my sandwich. But there's a big difference between my personal position on things and what I hold as my actual political beliefs and what I think should be.
Right.
Whatever.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta find a woman that doesn't mind, like that wants to stay at home.
Did you see the famous exchange of a feminist saying, this guy just told me to make him a sandwich. What's a great comeback for that? And then some other guy typed below that, well, you better come back with a sandwich.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, my wife knows that I am a chauvinist from hell, so.
Okay. I mean,
I actually red pilled her.
I mean, the thing is, like, what I don't understand is, like, we've gotten so far because, like, I am fine with choice feminism. Woman wants to do what she wants. She wants to, you know, she wants to do whatever the hell she wants. Go do it. Go after it. Fine. But then you have, like, the Anita Sarkeesian people, where it's like literally, if a woman is staying at home, like choosing to stay at home, it is harming feminism. It's just like, what?
Oh, hi there, Andy.
Hello.
Hey, sound works.
Hey. Oh, there you are.
So finally, we can have this epic debate about
Hey,
this.
you weren't there last week.
What?
Oh, this is, you might know him as Senior Mini Bagel. I made a video about one of his memes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of trying to work out my audio right now, so could you guys like give me a minute?
Works fine. Well, at least the microphone.
I don't know why your voice is traumatizing me. It's just I always fucking mix you up between Fiffen and you. I don't know why.
Dude, I'm from the United States, man. I don't even know how you're doing that.
I know, it's just, maybe it's just the similar channels when you were both actives.
I guess so, yeah. Fiffen is pretty cool. I haven't seen him for a while, but is he still doing things?
Oh, Fiffen
Well,
is
he's licking Spino's ass.
Yeah, he went full Spino, so then again, I suspected he would be trouble a long while ago. I have this. You can call me hunch, but yeah, I always get some reservation.
He wasn't too happy about my Spino video.
Well, I wonder.
Well, I never really got too involved with the Spino drama, but it seems like my limited knowledge, people were just mad at him for not conforming to what the majority of the community believed, which is kind of hypocritical for, you know, a community that prides itself on being, you know,
well, the problem
with a skeptic community.
No. Spino is a fucking piece of shit and liar, and I have proof. Want to see that? Because I've made 2 videos about.
I don't know if I've ever actually even seen one of his videos.
I've seen one.
All videos were really good, but after he went full cock, not so much. But I've already shown this video.
See, one of the reasons why he got a bunch of flack and got pushed out is because so the whole thing with Sargon is Sargon thought they were still on good terms or whatever.
No, I don't give a shit about the Sargon thing. Spino fucked up with that. I'm willing to admit that. He's willing to admit that. But
okay, that's generally the reason.
I just don't get the more extended, continuous, sort of ongoing disdain for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm anti-Sargon because enough people whose opinions I'm confident would be match mine don't like him. So,
let me just show this video of mine. It's a bit long one. I'll put it in quicker. But yeah, I have several examples of him being a fucking lying piece of shit, which is enough to hate him.
Hello, shitlords and shitladies. Today, I want to talk to you about a very curious individual. You might know him as Spinosauruskin or David, although from now on he prefers to be known as Alternative Facts. More on that later. He's such an icon of tolerance and acceptance.
Can you pause this for a second?
Falling out with the...
What did Spino say that makes you believe he's an SJW now?
Well, just watching the video. It's not just what he said; it's what he did and how he handled.
No. We're talking about ideology here. SJW isn't a behavior; it's an ideology. So what does he believe?
Well, he's now believing that communists aren't like Marxism is not nearly as bad as fascism.
That's an economic theory. We're talking about social justice.
No. It's not just an economic theory. Socialism, well, at least in Marxist
it's
socialism,
more than economics.
It's a worldview. It is a complete ideology with social, economic, political, and pretty much it's just like religion. It goes into details on everything. So,
Okay. The thing with communism, it's global communism. Like, you need the entire world under your control. That is the idea of communism. Because in order for it to be successful, quote, successful, you need the whole entire world. It's global communism that you need.
Yeah, that's completely unrelated. You can find communists and socialists who are anti-SJW. You can find them who are pro. It's like saying, oh, you're an SJW now because you believe in, I don't know. You, like, say someone converts to, I don't know, like Islam or something. Does that automatically make them an SJW?
Well, a lot of Muslims and SJWs have very similar tactics and very similar beliefs. And let's not forget that they're...
Well, a lot of Muslims are the polar opposite of an SJW. They are ultra conservative, orthodox religious.
In some respects, because if you take a look at this...
They act like victims.
let's not forget that HWs, they call this white people who hate other white people in HW community. They are just the same as this is the same idea as white man's burden, because we need to help those oppressed POCs because white people are privileged. This is the same idea as white man's burden, and it's really conservative if you think about it. It's from the colonial age, so they need to be decolonized.
Spino espoused that belief?
And speaking of Spino, let me show examples of him being a liar.
He decided to go
Let me show just a couple of examples of that.
right to the victim narrative.
When I'm confronted by a group of far-right racist nutcases.
Yeah, bit. So,
Engaged in investigative journalism using Thunderfoot's unique style of editing and argumentation.
So first there's the indescribably smug nitpicking of calling a person a white nationalist as opposed to a white supremacist. The difference seems to be that white supremacists see whites as inherently superior to all other races and therefore want them treated as such in whatever country they live in. Meanwhile, white nationalists want whites to be treated as superior in whatever country they live in because of some esoteric ancestral right to a homeland, which sounds a lot like supremacy. But some of them acknowledge that Asians have statistically higher IQs or something. So therefore it's an important distinction, because when I'm confronted by a group of far-right racist nutcases, my number one concern is their views on the nuances of Asian IQ, as opposed to their desire to ethnically cleanse the country of anyone who isn't white enough for them.
Notice that our hero just asserted that ethno-nationalists and racial supremacists are pretty much the same thing, without providing any evidence or arguments for that. And to show how serious he is with this accusation, he decided to go right to the victim narrative.
When I'm confronted by a group of far-right racist nutcases, their desire to ethnically cleanse the country of anyone who isn't white enough for them.
Oh, somebody please pick up the children!
Notice that according to him, pretty much all far-right nutjobs are genocidal psychos. But when it comes to their left-wing counterparts, let's say he's not as eager to denounce and dismiss them.
And while pedantry over white nationalists is paramount, when it comes to actually reporting on them themselves, it's, you know, it's not really that important.
This is where he starts lying blatantly, all because he was rejected by Lawrence Allen.
Now, I don't know.
Hold on. What did he lie about again?
Oh, just watch. This is where it starts.
No, because you said he just lied there, so can you go back and replay it?
This is where it starts. Just watch this. This is where the lying starts.
I haven't seen enough of his videos to tell. I'm inclined to believe the press may be indulging a lot, as usual, since it was a gay libertarian fan of Woes that sent me this story.
I'm not sure if Millennial Woes is a white nationalist. He might be a libertarian for all I know. I mean, who cares? Research is for actual journalists.
Now, I don't know if Millennial Woes is as awful as the tabloids say he is or not.
I'm not sure if Millennial Woes is a white nationalist.
As awful as the tabloids say he is.
White nationalist.
It was a gay libertarian fan of Woes that sent me this story.
Millennial Woes, he might be a libertarian.
Gay libertarian fan of Woes,
But if you thought that the fun stops here, oh, you're in for a surprise. It seems that Spino has learned a lot from CNN and their unique style of narrative-oriented video editing. Because the parts he did not include are even more interesting than the parts he merely misrepresented.
I have seen proof that Woes is likely in the white nationalist community and has some pretty extreme views.
I'm not sure if Millennial Woes is a white nationalist. I mean, who cares?
I've noticed that.
So if that's not blatant lying, I don't know what it...
That's lying by omission.
Yeah, and he is not the first time he done it, because you see...
the CNN comparison is straight on. That's lying by omission.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, I mean, what Lauren Southern said there, was basically that, she's not saying he is. She has seen things which make her wonder if he might be. But, so far, I mean, so, yeah, Spino basically did pull a CNN on her ass.
And this is an early video I did about him where he went full CNN.
The left respond. Shit on the concept of moderate Muslims by using one tweet from a random crazy person who isn't a Muslim to push the idea that most moderate Muslims support terrorism.
Oh, really? Just one tweet? And nothing more?
Here's a screenshot from France 24 Arabic's live video feed. Note the smiley faces and the thumbs up. They're saying, quote, God curse the infidels, and quote, that's how the lone wolves of Allah operate. Here's a screenshot from Al Jazeera Live. I'm watching Al Jazeera Live. You wouldn't believe the number of likes. Well done, and Allah Akbar.
You're so convenient they forgot to include this clip, huh?
red pilled them on the Illuminati.
That's another example of him being really blatant.
What? That's not dishonesty. That's cutting down for time, dude.
Wait. No. He said that. How can you see this and
Cutting down for time.
again? It's how is it?
And not to mention, I mean, this is ignoring Spino for a moment. I don't get how Paul Joseph Watson thinks using haha reacts on a Facebook live stream is useful for proving a political point. Has he ever been on Facebook? The entire place is just one big shitposting mess.
Don't divert. We're talking about Spino and his lies. He said that. Let's watch this segment again.
So Watson made a point that people are more up.
And how did the left respond? Fit on the concept of moderate Muslims by using one tweet from a random crazy person who isn't.
Yeah, using one tweet. He says that Watson was using just one tweet to shit on the concept of moderate Muslims, and community forgot to include.
Really, just one tweet and nothing more.
The one video alone with all of the thousand kind of concept.
Okay, so basically, Spino is saying it's one tweet, and then Paul Joseph Watson is using more than one tweet. Then essentially.
So Spino is by mission, and he did the same when talking about Lawrence Southern. So that's another example of him being a liar.
The Lawrence Southern one is very clear for sure. This one, I mean, I could say this one could be like more lack of research, just being.
It was in the same video he was responding to. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Spino himself.
This is unrelated. Why are we still talking about Spino? I mean, okay, you proved it. He misled in some videos. I'll give that to you.
Because you thought that the only reason people hate him is because he's not agreeing with them. I am demonstrating people hate him. That and also that.
No, that's not what I said. I didn't say that's the only reason.
Well, you implied it. You said that people hate him because he doesn't toe the party line.
Are you telling me people don't?
Well, I don't know what people, but I can only speak for myself, obviously. But from what I've seen, people I've talked to who hate him, they hate him because he's a lying piece of shit. And why wouldn't people hate him for being a lying piece of shit? Because lying pieces of shit.
He has 10,000 subscribers. There's a reason why they're going after him and not someone more important. It's because he changed his mind, and that brings him out as a target because people like going after the idea of traitors.
You don't know why people go after him. You cannot read minds.
I can speculate.
Well,
you can't read minds either. Why is it fair for you to say that I can't read minds by not knowing people's intentions, but then you call Spino a liar for all you know he's just bad at research or doesn't watch videos all the way through? You can't read minds.
Just come the fuck on. You are saying that he watched the video and accidentally just skipped over the parts.
No. Yeah, the Lawrence Southern one, because it's all in the same video, that is lies. That's very clear lies by omission. The other one, not you. Hold on.
This one was also from the same video. So he's either his video player is so glitchy that it just cut out a part of the video and destroyed it as if it wasn't there, or he has some mental issues because he just watched the video, forgot about one part, and or not, just cut this part off and forgot about it. Because these are the two only options when it comes to him not being a liar. Because other interpretations, he's a liar. Because you cannot just accidentally do this. It's not misinformation.
Or he's lazy.
Okay, hold on. As somebody, because everybody knows I really don't keep track of a lot of the stuff like you guys. Just based on what I saw in the video about Spino there, Paul Joseph Watson is well known to document everything. He does not talk out of his ass. And so Spino saying, well, he used one tweet to try to shit on moderate Muslims. No, that is outright blatant bullshit.
And it's the same about Lawrence Southern, because he said that she said that Melania Rose might not be a white nationalist, he might be libertarian. And then he cut out the part of the video where Lawrence says that from what I've seen, he's almost certainly or probably a white nationalist. So he openly lied about what she said, and he was so retarded that he actually left the link to the original video in the description. So
yeah, I mean, Lauren Southern, she made it, she made it clear she was not saying he was, because she didn't have any downright undeniable proof.
Yeah, but
she just said that based on what she's seeing, it does look that way.
And also, she never claimed that he was a libertarian. All she said that she was contacted by a friend of Millennial Wolves who is a libertarian. So,
okay, you kind of missed the point of the original question that I asked, which is what beliefs has Spino espoused? I don't care if he lies in videos. I asked about beliefs.
Because being a liar is a big deal. But his beliefs, okay, let's see.
Who cares if he's a liar? I asked about his beliefs.
Well, people do care that he's a liar, though.
Let me show
Why should I give a shit about some random guy on YouTube lying? People lie on YouTube all the time. I'm asking about his beliefs.
Okay, let's see his beliefs, because I have some of his beliefs on display. When he defends, okay, let's see. For example, this shit. Where was? Oh, here it is.
I can see what's going on. Is that okay? If we're gonna call Spino an SJW, then we should make sure that he is one.
Well, I don't call him an SJW. I'll call him a lying piece of shit, which he is. And well, this is where he is defending Marxists and communists.
We've been over this. That's not an equivalent.
Right
that's not a smoking gun.
There are others. For example, check this out. This is his 8-value test. Tell me he's not a fucking commie by this.
That's actually fairly similar to mine, and I'm not an SJW.
Well, I'm not saying that you're an SJW. And you ask about his beliefs. What are of his beliefs that I don't like? I don't like that he's a fucking commie.
Okay.
Communism.
What does it say on the top bar?
Economic axis, socialist.
Economic axis. Economic.
Socialist.
Yeah, socialist.
Those are his economic views. Those are completely separate to his social views.
How can economics be separate from social views?
Being a socialist. I mean, that right there is trying to pull the no true Scotsman.
How is that pulling the no
from social views, especially if it's socialism? Yeah. How could you do?
You can't bring out someone's economic views to prove how they feel on a social issue.
Yeah, but why are socialists?
You agree with socialism? Okay, Clearly, you're pro-life or pro-choice.
Hold on, guys.
Wait.
The Kilmer,
just an economic system. You cannot support a socialism and not
in Cambodia. In Cambodia, the Khmer Rouge, one of the officials or whatever, they just like convicted him. He said, "I fought for social justice."
Yeah, and by the way, this is another of his derps.
Cool.
He's defending communism. Just look at this.
What's the point?
Look at this idiot.
Because the whole point in communism is to fight for like this equality, as in the equality of outcome, i.e., we need to have justice for people, like the quote working class and all this crap.
Yeah, but the thing is,
socialism,
for that to happen, why should somebody? For communism to happen, you have the little people like me that get shit on because me making costumes is not a necessary service. So the government would feel that my efforts would be better suited to something they.
Okay, you guys are missing the point of what I'm saying.
I know.
I'm saying that just because Spino has certain economic views does not inherently mean that he holds social views.
Well,
he could be left on. Okay, you guys know the political compass. He could be economically left in that and be in the green segment, whereas that guy you quoted in the Khmer Rouge, I assume, would fall more on the red. So saying that just because some guy in the Khmer Rouge who killed a lot of people said he fought for social justice.
Hold on.
The
thing about the political compass test is
respond.
The political compass test is not 100%, okay? Because there are communists in the green section, and the reason why they are in the green section is because their ideal form of communism is, you know, no government, no currency or whatever. But how to get to that model, you got to overthrow the government. So it's just like with the libertarians and the snake, right? The libertarians are in the bottom right, but if something, you know, if they're threatened or whatever, they will sometimes go to the top, like that whole snake reference. Okay.
Do you think Noam? Hold on. Do you think Noam Chomsky is comparable to Joseph Stalin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chomsky
Hold on. Stop right there. You think Noam Chomsky, old-ass linguistics professor, never hurt a single person in his life and has denounced violence on every chance of it? You really think that's comparable to Joseph Stalin?
No,
you really think about that for a second.
You know why? Let me tell you why. Because there was a point when Joseph Stalin hasn't hurt anyone. Because it's the difference between communists who hasn't killed and communists who has killed is just time.
We're talking about beliefs, not actions.
Okay,
You have to be a violent person to be willing to let others commit violence for you.
Okay, I want you to listen to Noam Chomsky and tell me that guy is comparable in any way to Joseph Stalin.
Hold on.
This is nuts. Just
okay.
Do you guys think about what you say before you say it?
I don't think Noam Chomsky is equitable to Stalin. I don't think, but just because Noam Chomsky is not equitable to Stalin does not mean that people in the bottom green, in the bottom left, jump up to the. That just because you have one example of that does not mean that other people will not, because Antifa is anarcho-communist, but they're bashing people in the streets over free speech issues and over racism and all this other stuff. That is not left.
Yeah, just because
yes.
Just because they're leftist libertarian doesn't mean like they support freedom.
Is Pinochet comparable to Ayn Rand?
Some would say yes. Personally, I think Ayn Rand's the president.
Again, you're going with singular figures.
I don't like either of those people, but I would not lie, as you like to say that spineless, I would not lie and say that Ayn Rand is in any way comparable to Pinochet.
Because there are some ways that any person is comparable to any other person. So be careful what you say, because in some ways all people are comparable. For example, Ayn Rand had 2 legs, 2 arms. So did Pinochet. So
we're talking about political ideology. Stop trying to derail. Stop trying to send us in a different direction. We're talking about political ideology. We're not talking about arms and legs.
Okay, the thing is,
there are no options they agree on. I think that both of them didn't like socialism and communism. So there's one point they have in common.
Okay. Here's the other thing. I have in some of the videos, some of the alt-right people were saying that they used to be libertarians. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Just because you're using Ayn Rand and Pinochet does not mean that there are not other people who can make the jump. Okay, there are alt-righters who used to be libertarian. They made the jump. They're making the jump to the authoritarian side because they feel threatened. If they feel threatened, they're moving up to the authoritarian side.
So okay, I want you guys to respond with this with yes or no. These 2 questions, or I guess I'll say 3. The third one you can respond in any way you want. So, is Ayn Rand the same as Pinochet?
No, I don't think so.
No. Politically.
Ayn Rand is probably one of the most, it's a very, very influenced by, capitalism, while Pinochet is pretty much the authoritarian right.
Well,
okay, is Noam Chomsky comparable to Joseph Stalin?
Yeah.
No.
In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. But then again,
I'm mixed on him. Noam Chomsky is I will call him like a social libertarian or something, like libertarian socialist, something like that. He's like on terms like free speech and freedom, I agree with him, but on economics, he's just an idiot.
He's an idiot on a lot of issues. For example, he said that the Republican Party is the most evil organization in the history of Earth. And
okay, cool. We can have I can have disagreements with him on specifics. The point I'm trying to get to is that you can have left-leaning views and not be the same as everyone else who has left-leaning views. You can have right-leaning views and not be the same as everyone else who has right-leaning views.
Okay,
I'm pro-gun. Ted Cruz is also pro-gun. I have nothing else in common with Ted Cruz. Calling me a Ted Cruz supporter because I'm pro-gun would be nuts. And calling
I actually wanted to vote.
So calling Spino an SJW because he is pro-certain. He's not even like
I didn't say
really Marxist.
I said that he's a
Well, it depends on what definition of socialism we're using here.
Communist sympathizer, which he is.
Yeah, the fact is that if you are a sympathizer, then yeah, you know, there are certain things I do not do the gray area on. Socialism, communism, things like that, you either are or are not.
That's an inherently fallacious view.
Let's
either you are or you aren't. That is an inherently fallacious view.
Well, I mean, if you are either a goat fucker or not a goat fucker, because
why is that? Hold on. Why is that inherently fallacious? Because what?
It is a fallacy.
How does
believing that you either are or you aren't is a fallacy? Yeah. I can't remember the name of it,
well,
but
either
it's
a
a
goat
fallacy.
fucker or not a goat fucker. There is no not a goat fucker. You either not a goat or have not fucked
the whole thing, like, you know, if you agree with that, if you agree with this person, you know, on something, then you're have the exact same views that that person is, you know, kind of, you know, wrong. You know, for example, one of my biggest influencer is, you know, Paul Joseph Watson and Mark Dice. Yeah, I don't know, I completely disagree with them on Trump.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just because I may agree with some aspects of a socialist economy does not mean I agree with everyone who's called themselves a socialist ever.
Well, okay, the problem with the word socialist is the problem with the word socialist is it's been used liberally. I mean, like, just like how calling people Nazis is now being spread all over. Socialism has very different things. That there's one where it's like socialism, as in socialism, we're going to communism, and then there's socialism, this sort of like social programs aspect that people are talking about.
Nazism and socialism. I want to pay attention to this article, the Wokest article on the topic you ever read.
To me, if somebody tries to say, well, when it comes to socialism, there's the economic, and then there's this, it's like, if you try to separate it, you are intellectually beyond, not just intellectually dishonest, you are intentionally intellectually bankrupt. To me.
Yeah, I'm intellectually bankrupt for trying to look at this with a nuanced view, right?
You're trying to pretend that socialism can be you're pretending that someone can be economically socialist without supporting social issues, even though socialism as an ideology has arisen from the idea of social justice. It's inseparable from it. It's like saying, "Oh,
Are you guys aware of Huey Long?
Yeah. Involved with the Black Panthers, and if I remember,
I know who he got assassinated.
You're thinking of Huey Newton.
I know who he was. A politician. He was a populist. He got assassinated. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Huey Long was a devout socialist. He was not. He wasn't a moderate. He wasn't a social democrat. He wanted socialism. He was also very socially conservative.
So, what by that?
So are you going to try to tell me that Huey Long is not socially conservative just because he called himself a socialist and espoused socialist economic views?
What are his actual political views? And what do you mean by socially conservative?
He's populist.
If you support economic views that would actually harm me, no, that's just
What was his slogan?
Socialism has an economic.
First of all, I am not conservative at all, and I'm probably going to say the most unpopular opinion of all time. I think conservatism is overrated.
Everything is overrated.
Conservatism is a reactionary thing.
Oh, that's the problem with the term conservatism is that it's not in reference to any particular.
People just say the conservative. It's just like right wing. People use labels that you don't really know what that means. Like I ask some conservatives, like, what do you mean by conservative? And pretty much most reactions like it's just being right wing. Well, not usually knowing like actual terms like conserving. And how they're usually supporting such things like monarchy.
Well, terms
actually fully support a monarchy, especially with me at the head of it.
Not to say like that's all conservatives. You know, some of my good friends are conservatives themselves.
I think we should. I don't think we're going anywhere with this. I think we should probably just agree to disagree on that.
Ask us why are we talking shit about Spino even though he's a small channel? Well, first of all, why not? He's such an easy target because others are. Well, it's kind of easy to pick up on low-hanging fruit, but he makes it so easy, and his lack of self-awareness and his narcissism make him just the perfect target for criticism. Also, I used to know him when he was not retarded, and well, to honor the memory of what he was, I'm going to shit on what he is now. And also, I like doing it. Soon.
I like how on the internet no one can ever just disagree with anyone. Someone always has to be a retard.
Well, you have seen examples of him being a dishonest piece of shit and being so.
Oh, I thought he was a retard. You can be dishonest and be very intelligent.
Wait, don't you didn't let me finish. He was so retarded that he thought that nobody would even notice that. He left the link to the original video in his description, and if you click the video, you see how much of a dishonest piece of shit he is. So if he thought that he would get away with this, he's a fucking retard. So I arrest my case.
All right.
I think we should.
I just am going to repeat myself. On the internet, no one can ever just disagree. Someone always has to be a retard.
Not always, and don't be. Okay, let's just drop this.
I don't jump to the "you're a retard" thing. There are certain things that if you respect, if you
I only said the Spino is a retard. I didn't call anyone else a retard. Oh,
no, it's just a general behavior on the internet.
Well,
you know,
no
when
shit, it's the fucking...
I engaged in it myself for a long time, and I still engage with it. I call people retards on the internet all the time because it's easier.
It's the fucking internet. We're anonymous fucking people. Okay,
exactly.
People get called retards. Fine.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just pointing it out.
Okay, fine. Make that point out.
I don't think that this is enough proof that Spino's a retard. I have some more. Let's see other derps he did.
In this case, well, you need to learn to accept rejection. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
By the way, I was right. He was rejected by Lawrence Allen, and that's what made him go so sour.
Who cares?
Well,
who cares?
I care because this is
why.
This is not how a civilized human being should act. If you get rejected, you should get over it. Not go on a vendetta and lie about this person who rejected you. Not her fault that she didn't find him attractive or appealing or saw him as a viable sexual partner. So this is really, really Elliot Roger territory.
Plenty to talk about.
Totally not astroturfing media is having difficulty with accurate reporting on white nationalists because white nationalists do seem to be a significant part of their audience.
She's talking about rebel media, by the way.
Reporting might
not wrong.
Alt-right looks.
He's not wrong. Plenty of white nationalists watch rebel media. It's just a fact.
Okay, plenty of white nationalists.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, so
plenty of white nationalists watch many different channels.
Hey, but wait. But he showed this picture while talking about rebel media. You can see this. It's not rebel. It doesn't say rebel media. It says Daily Stormer. Why is he?
Okay, so what? Like I said, maybe he's just fucking lazy.
Or is he retarded? Maybe he's maybe he thought it
deliberate.
By the way, he actually said that
because how is Dylan Roof even relevant to this?
Yeah, well,
yes, and also I hate this whole guilt by association thing because many black nationalists, really like Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, Salon, all these extremely far left sources. So therefore, they must be responsible for them. It's just guilt by association. It's just pissing me off.
And by the way, this is the kind of retardation he expects his audience to be as retarded as him because this is supposed to mean that rebel media is pandering to white nationalists, even though later Erza, or what's his name, fired Faith Goldie because she gave an interview to Daily Stormer. So, he's a retard, as I said.
A significant part of their audience, and accurate reporting might actually make the alt-right look somewhat bad. And we wouldn't want to piss off our audience, would we?
Man, Spino wants to get that Lauren pussy.
Well,
yeah, and see, I actually like the rebel is actually a bit left of me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I think Steven Crowder is a bit liberal.
Man.
Jesus Christ, dude! How right wing can you get?
Yeah, we're reaching the levels of woke.
I mean, I actually support gay marriage and various other things. You know, I mean, it's like I'm an interesting mix. Trust me.
I have no. I want to see you try to justify Steven Crowder being a liberal. It just sounds interesting.
He doesn't support automatic machine gun emplacements at the border bigger than a squirrel.
Okay, your audio is being fucked again.
Sorry. Yeah, no, me personally, like the reason why I think Steven Crowder's a bit, he does not support automatic machine gun emplacements that vaporize anything bigger than a squirrel at the border.
Now that's North Korea style.
Well, North Korea, they don't protect their borders from invaders. They protect their borders from people trying to leave.
From escaping.
North Korea has 0 Mexican people. They're doing something right. So.
I support recreational marijuana legalization, but I personally think that meth and crack dealers should be shot on sight. No arrest, no trial, whatever. If you're caught with meth,
they're just good capitalists.
Hey! You don't do that.
In America.
No. Hear me out on this. Meth and crack dealers are very effective at working within the capitalist system. They have a supply. People want it. There's a demand for it. Why not sell it?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not hurting anyone who wouldn't be hurting himself anyways.
It's when it comes to meth and crack, it's with pot, you don't have the crime and whatever else involved with the rest of the stuff. Most of the time you get high, you're not really looking to go out and fuck shit up.
You're hungry.
Yeah.
On the other hand, on the other hand, I've seen the destruction that crap causes.
Then you should be for banning alcohol, because alcohol has done more evil than all drugs combined. You know what
okay, here's pretty much a simple way of why we should legalize drugs. Does drugs have a victim? No. So therefore it's not a crime.
Yeah, the only quote-unquote victim is the person who's choosing to take it. And, me being the authoritarian communist that I am, I think that people should be allowed to do what they want with their bodies, regardless of what the government says.
Well, in North Korea,
if the drugs were if it was just the meth in it, if they weren't cut with anything, I'd be okay with that.
Those who cut their stuff with something and sell it as if it's pure, those should be shot on sight or hanged.
I mean, I think people who cut their drugs should be subjected to anti-fraud laws because you're defrauding someone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I actually support general legalization for drugs and whatever. I just personally, I'm really not a big fan of crack and meth.
The thing is,
that's a brave stance you're taking there.
Actually, I should say I have no fucking beef because I used to be a big fan of meth.
Okay, so I think it's better is decriminalization, i.e., make them go to treatment, not jails, because the whole thing with jails is we have 4 private prisons. That's the problem that gets me.
Yeah.
4 private prisons.
Yeah, I have never agreed with private prisons.
Guys, I just agreed with like 5 things that you guys said in a row. What's happening?
You are being brainwashed by the.
Yeah, have a glass of milk.
You're
You're being brainwashed by Nazis.
I mean,
have a glass of milk. Oh no.
Oh. By the way, speaking of brainwash, let me my headgear on.
Protect you from CIA raids.
By the way, in North Korea, I don't think in North Korea they have anything against smoking marijuana. You can do that on your spare time between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. So that's fine.
One time, the Libertarian Party praised North Korea for that.
Oh yeah.
Say what you will about North Korea. This is going to be a little bit controversial. Say what you will about North Korea. I will never support war with North Korea because they have not invaded anyone since the 1950s, and they are not a threat to any other country.
They're not a threat? Wait, hold on.
No.
They threatened to launch.
North Korea's nukes can't even hit the broadside of a barn. How are they a threat to us?
Well,
Yeah,
and why would
everybody
North
worried
Korea
about-
launch a
why is
nuke at
everybody
us
worried
just so
about
that we
Korea's
can
nuke?
obliterate their country?
Yeah,
Yes,
why
just
is
leave them
anybody?
alone, okay?
Yeah,
No,
why
but
is
that
anybody
doesn't mean they're
worried
not
about
a
Korea's
threat.
nuclear program? I don't know why they're worried about the nuclear program. Have you ever had any item stamped "Made in Korea" that worked?
South Korea.
Military,
Well, so
you know,
South Korea is
garbage,
good.
Okay, let me tell you something. The fighter jets they use are as old as 40 years old. They're, you know, on many of the tanks they use made in the 1970s or 1950s. You know, they're all their models, you know, for their modern tanks are like, you know, way back in the 1900s. Some even, you know, and they have
And not even
weapons
that.
made in 1980s.
Some of their warheads
Like
are
going
actually
beyond just
made
that,
out of-
they were really shit quality even for the time that they were made. Like even back in the 70s, they would be far below the standards of any other countries.
That's not the problem. The problem is the nuke. Nobody is worried about North Korea because of their fucking ancient ass
Okay,
era tank.
repeat after me. North Korea has never invaded anyone.
Yet.
That doesn't mean they're not a threat.
Yeah.
That does not mean they're
No,
not a
say it
threat.
after me. How many countries has the United States invaded since
okay,
when you were born?
The fellas here.
Probably Libya, Somalia, all of these countries, you know, Middle East, you know.
Fuck ton is the answer.
So apparently they haven't
You know,
invaded
we've been
enough.
we've been at war with Iran or Iraq since 1953.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that we've been at war with far more countries. I think that we are a far greater threat than anyone else.
Stop. That okay? Look.
Oh please!
No,
Saying that's a tu quo. No, the point is they haven't invaded any other country.
They are testing.
Until they start invading
that does
other
not
countries.
mean they're not a threat.
I'm not afraid of them.
That does not mean they're not a threat.
Yes, it fucking does.
No, it does not.
South Korea.
Switzerland's a threat.
Versus the U.S., they're pretty much gonna get their ass.
Is Switzerland a threat? Is Spain a threat? Is France a threat?
Hold on.
Let me ask-
Okay, the
Chris,
neighbor has a shotgun pointed at you.
invaded your house. Bullshit, my
He's breaking up. Okay, look. If your neighbor has a shotgun pointed at you, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. If your neighbor has a shotgun pointed at you, like at your house, and keeps threatening to use it, that is a threat. That is a threat right there. That
Hey,
is.
you want to hear something funny?
Yeah,
You just
let me say this. Your shotgun the neighbor has is pretty much like, you know, made back in like 1700s, you know, pretty much like, you know, quality and used in the Revolutionary War back in, you know, America versus Great Britain. It's broken as hell.
Oh, and you want to hear something funny? You just that argument that you use is constantly used by North Korea to justify their nuclear program.
Wait, no. Let me say something. Just don't interrupt me, please. So they are North Korea is always threatening South Korea and Japan and other neighboring countries. They are testing nukes, even though they were told not to, and they are showing that they want to reunite Korea under communism. So, and by the way, South Korea and Japan are both allies of the United States. So if North Korea attacks any of them, the United States will have to intervene. So
yeah, I will agree with intervening in North Korea when they invade one of our allies or nuke one of our allies or try to nuke
If North Korea violates a NAP, then give them all hell. Other than that, just leave
until
them.
they do that.
So
until they do that, let them do their own shit.
Who is just throwing grenades in your yard? Is it not a threat? Because that's what they are doing.
When did North Korea do a nuclear launch test in New Mexico? That would be doing a nuke.
Damaging your property. If he has violated a NAP, and you can have a problem with him.
They've done nuclear tests. They've shot missiles. They shelled a South Korean like island and shit. They've done. Let's see. North Korea has sent commandos.
Hey, mate, what year was that? What year was that?
What?
Where is the sound coming from?
What year did they do that?
I don't know it off the top of my head. I'll have to look at it. But the point is, they have. It's not like they haven't.
I'll give you a hint. It's not the current one.
Nuclear tests are current. Were you following the news? They're shooting this year, previous year. It's recent. So yeah, it's not old one. It's recent. And why are they doing those nuclear tests? And why?
Okay, listen.
Because last
Yes, to North Korea.
time we told a country to stop doing nuclear tests, we invaded them after they stopped. Did you know that Libya had a nuclear program?
Look. I'm not saying it's not rational for them to. I'm not saying it's not. Just because it's rational for them to want to have nukes does not mean that they are not a threat to us. That is, again, you're equalizing. Just because they have a rational reason for wanting nukes does not mean that they are not a threat to us.
Okay,
it kind of does, because if they are defensive,
two countries with the highest amount of missile nukes. So therefore, by your logic, we are a very bigger threat than them. You know, North Korea.
And that's why it's in everybody's.
If we want to avoid war with North Korea, the best thing we could do is to stop poking them.
Wait, are you saying that the United States is poking them? What drugs are on and where?
Okay. Let me just say this: Are North Korea violated NAP? Yes or no?
Yeah, until North Korea violates our NAP, I'm not going to care.
So, are you going to say that it's okay for them to imagine that your good friend lives next to some really crazy weirdo, and this crazy weirdo is throwing grenades in your best friend's yard all the time, and you are saying you are not going to intervene? You're going to wait until this guy blows up your friend to pieces, and then it's okay to intervene?
No, what I'm saying is that until North... Okay, first of all, are they doing nuclear tests in South Korea?
They are...
Not in South Korea.
The answer is no. The answer is no, so your metaphor is shit. They are not throwing grenades in anyone's yard. They're throwing them into international waters. Keyword international. I'm not here to defend North Korea. I'm just saying that if we intervene, it's just telling other countries around the world more, that we are the crazy country that is blowing up other governments who haven't attacked us. I don't get how we can expect other countries to listen to our demands after every time we demand something from a country, we invade their country immediately after. Maybe if we wanted North Korea to give up their nukes, we shouldn't have invaded Libya after the Gaddafi gave up his.
What
the fact?
Until our country starts acting sane, we should stop demanding the same from other countries.
Death camps, literal death camps. Are you saying that?
Who gives a shit?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah, no, that's going
Nazis, okay? Yeah.
Why the fuck should I care about North Korean people dying?
Okay, wait. In regards
it's not my business.
Wait. In regards to Libya, they gave up the program in 2003, and the intervention was in 2011. Okay, that's significant.
Do you think that intervention?
Huh?
Mate, do you think that intervention would have happened if they had nukes?
Yeah, just let the other countries handle it. I mean, U.S. attacking North Korea will be like, hitting a fly with Thor's hammer.
In power, because that was Obama and Clinton. Clinton was the Secretary of the State. Basically, it was in her jurisdiction. And remember when she said, we came with...
we saw, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate Hillary Clinton. What's your point?
Again, that does not mean that just because the United States has invaded other places, that does not mean that they are not a threat to the United States. Again, it's false equivalency. Just because
it's not a false equivalency.
Yes, it is.
They have shown no. Okay, think about this. How would you want the U.S. to react if there were North Korean troops in Mexico?
I want them to bomb Mexico.
Oh, okay. So why are there U.S. troops in South Korea? To defend them?
They are
South Korea is an ally of the United States, if you didn't know that.
Well, okay. So if Mexico was an ally of North Korea, you'd be cool with North Korean troops just being there?
No.
They're just defending them.
I would say bomb.
What are you talking about? You're just defending them.
Well...
Yeah, do you not see why it's kind of? Do you not see why it's kind of hypocritical for you to say?
No, it's not hypocritical.
If there were enemy troops in a country next to ours, we should bomb them. But then say North Korea is acting crazy.
Okay, wait.
And throwing grenades in someone else's yard for having U.S. troops.
Okay, wait, stop. Okay, there are NATO troops in my country. Are you saying that it's okay for Russia to bomb us?
No, I'm saying it's not okay.
Then why are you saying? Why
I'm
are
saying we should
American
stop
troops in South Korea?
to aggression with more poking. Do you think it's okay for Russia to have troops right there?
Where, in Russia?
No. Well, yes, but
It's okay for
no.
Russia to have troops in Russia because it's Russia.
So, where are the North Korean troops outside of North Korea?
What does it have to do with anything?
Where are the American troops outside of America?
Yeah, because they're invited
in other countries.
You understand that
by puppet governments that we overthrew the original ones.
Wait, hold on. South Korea is not a puppet. South Korea is not a fucking puppet.
Are you? All of NATO and
fucking Christ, man.
I love talking to people who don't understand geopolitics.
Wait, no. You're saying that South Korea is a puppet of the United States. They like we tell them to bend over and take it, and they just take it. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that every single member of NATO is a puppet. I'm saying Japan is a puppet. I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus
okay, why
Christ,
was Poland a puppet of the USSR?
So
just answer the question. Answer the question.
Sorry, Japan is a puppet.
Why did Czechoslovakia a puppet?
Damn much.
Was Czechoslovakia a puppet?
Hold on. Poland was a puppet of the USSR because Poland or the USSR would invade if there was if they tried to go to democracy. If Britain fucking wants to break away from the EU or some shit, or they want to, I don't know, go bomb someplace or some shit, we're not gonna fucking invade Britain.
Yeah, the US would never invade a country for resources.
Let me just ask you a question. Is Canada a puppet?
They act like one.
But that doesn't mean they're a fucking puppet.
Okay.
Canada is.
Okay, expel Andy.
Just because there's a confluence of interest does not mean that they're puppets.
Therefore, they are one. That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
No, it's fucking not. If there is a confluence of interest, i.e., we have interests that are the same with Canada, and we act together in our combined interests, that does not mean that they are a puppet. Period.
What? Okay, where do I begin? Okay. Whew. Okay, so Saudi Arabia, are they a U.S. puppet?
No.
What about the Iraqi government?
Allies are not puppets.
Allies are not.
I'll tell you what, Andy. Let's make this simple. You name a puppet.
I need.
I name a puppet.
Wokeness.
The Iraqi government.
Name a.
The Iraqi government.
Name a country that is an American puppet and say why.
The Iraqi government is an American puppet. That is the most obvious example I can give you.
Why? But explain, because I'm not.
Because they allow in U.S. companies to do whatever they want to the country. Okay. Think about this for a moment. Do you think a single Soviet politician would tell you? Do you think a single Soviet politician would tell you that Poland was a puppet, or would they say that they're an ally?
Okay. Look, in Iraq's case, maybe.
No, answer the question. Answer the question. Do you think that a Soviet official would say that Poland is a puppet or an ally?
Oh, they called them a protectorate, actually.
I don't know.
A protectorate? No, they called them an ally. Oh, and by the way, Japan's the U.S. protectorate, bud.
Yeah, I know. It's because we bombed their ass, and that's during the treaty. Japan is not allowed to have an army.
Go back. Is Japan? You say that Japan's not a U.S. puppet, but Poland was a puppet, and they were called a protectorate. So I don't get it. Are protectorates puppets or not?
I don't agree with the whole wording thing. The thing is just because you are acting in the same self-interest, that does not automatically mean it's a puppet. It can be, but that does not mean, like, you're saying that NATO and Canada are fucking puppets. Okay, look,
they act like puppets.
The difference between America and Japan and the Russian-Poland thing, we actually respect, Japan's autonomy.
Jesus!
Oh
Poland
my
is
God!
not
Did you
part of
actually
Russia.
just say that?
This is Jeopardy time. I'll take not an argument for 500, please.
Dude, do you actually think that Japan wants a base in Okinawa? They have petitioned our government several times to remove it, and we always say no. Back Japan? Are you kidding me?
Hold on.
No, we respect their autonomy as a nation.
Yeah, because they haven't
we don't
fucked
go
with
and
us.
say that they are an American territory.
Poland was not a Soviet territory, you fucking idiot. They were a puppet government.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, no swearing this Christian classroom, please.
Are you a retard? Do you not realize that Poland was independent after World War II? This is some basic history textbook level learning. Learn history, please. Look up Polish People's Republic, 1945 through 1991.
Okay, look. Here's the difference between Poland and the USSR and us and Japan. If Japan wanted to build their own military, or they want to do these things, or we wouldn't invade them. Okay, literally the Soviet Union. What was it? It was Czechoslovakia, right? They literally rolled in with tanks in Czechoslovakia. That is puppetry. Okay, because they would literally invade.
We rode in with tanks in Panama. Are they a puppet?
No, they were a speed bump.
Well, in that case,
not an argument.
In that case, yes, I think.
Yes,
think
it was a joke.
I think Panama might be a good example because we have literally said if something goes against our interests, we'll invade Panama. Like that is our current foreign policy, as far as I know. So yes.
So if Canada blocks a shale pipeline, do you think that we wouldn't? That if they continually blocked it over and over again, a very key shale pipeline, do you think that we wouldn't invade?
If there's oil elsewhere, no. I mean, it depends on how desperate you fucking are.
There was oil elsewhere than Iraq, but we invaded them.
No, I'm not. Okay, look.
To protect our interests there because the people who were opposing us were going to charge us through the fucking nose.
See, the thing is, okay, if we were desperate enough,
I didn't hear what James said. Can you repeat that?
Well, I agree with you there.
We invaded
Oil's
there
not
to
a freedom.
protect our interests because the people that were trying to take it from our people were going to charge us to the fucking nose.
They were trying to take it from our people? They were trying to take their own oil from our people?
Yeah, from our allies who were leading all the time.
Which ally? Kuwait? Is Kuwait a puppet government?
I don't know. Kuwait should have been a parking lot by now.
Okay, look, there's a whole sliding scale. Okay, look.
It's oil, just oil. Why do you have to start an entire war over some liquid?
I'm of the school that fuck all this national diplomacy or whatever else. This country has oil. We need oil. This is ours now.
That's called
American flag is there. You do not need a passport to come from Texas to Kuwait now.
That's not the proper definition.
That is puppet state behavior.
Oh no, I don't believe in puppet state. I believe in.
You don't believe in puppet states? You don't believe in puppet states?
No, I don't do the okay, we're gonna go over there and this is Kuwait now. No, motherfucker, this is New Texas. This is no longer Kuwait. This is now an American country. Here's your Walmart card. I come from the old school where there is no, okay, we surrender, okay, fine, but then your country will now respect ours. It's, you surrender, fine, get the fuck out of our country.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I come from that school of warfare. I was raised in a Navy family. I
was born to two veterans, but I don't think that's a Navy thing. I just think that's just an uninformed thing. If an army surrenders to you, you never blow them up.
Experience isn't valid evidence.
Look, just accept that he. I don't mean this as a pejorative, but he has neocon mentality. That's fine.
You guys blew up my internet.
I don't agree with what he's saying, but like that's his view. So just okay. That he doesn't.
If another
believe in
country has
democracy,
faster
he
internet,
literally wants
we
to
take
annex-
their country and steal their internet.
He literally wants to doesn't mind annexing other parts of the world. Okay, just like that's straight imperialism. I would say.
Let's ignore the whole morality aspect of that and just talk about how inconvenient that would be. Like, think about all of the terror attacks that happened in Iraq after the occupation, which, I mean, is far less of a harsh occupation than would be if we annexed them.
Well, he
like,
said,
think about how harsh and like how big of an administrative nightmare it would be to incorporate Iraq as a state.
He said kick them out too. Okay, so
yeah, it's like I'm sorry. It's like
people love being forcibly removed from their country. They wouldn't blow us up or anything.
You don't remove
They
them.
wouldn't go to
You don't
terrorism or anything.
remove them. You just line them up in front of the big hole.
So a fucking Holocaust.
Holy fuck!
It's not a Holocaust. It's a cleanup.
Hell yeah!
Holy shit!
Let's just fucking kill innocent people, dude.
Oh, whoa! Assumption, innocence.
Innocence.
I don't think anybody.
If you want to be an enemy of America, they shouldn't have been born there.
I don't think anybody who hoists the Quran in a little net bag to be the highest point in the house to be innocent. They got very, very dangerous and damaging superstitions.
Yeah, so let's fucking massacre an entire country, but they're the dangerous ones.
It's not a massacre. It's a disposal.
You know, I'm against
Why
nuking cities in general, but there's one city where all these fanatics think Allah really lives there. I would really love to disprove them with a little,
use a
nuclear
neutron
fire.
bomb. You want to save the buildings.
Why?
Because, you could put people there.
People, yeah.
Nashville, Tennessee. That's where Allah lives. Right in Nashville. His name is Elvis.
I was gonna be a shameless ripoff, and here's my views. Okay, I am currently anarcho-capitalist, as you can see right there. So yeah, just something quick.
It's
I'm a totalitarian fascist, but
dude, I love ANCAPs. Like, unironically. Like, I mean, I disagree with them on a lot, but like we can agree that like authoritarianism is bad. So I'll give you guys that.
I mean, at least as long as you don't want to use force on me, I'm cool with you.
I want to spread a pacifist commune, but I want an orc army to spread it with, so you can say that I sort of have mixed views.
I just want to share what what my political position is, so the viewers and you guys can won't get confused on some of the things I say.
ANCAPs are wonderful, dude. We need more ANCAPs. I wish that the political debate in America was between ANCOMs and ANCAPs. That would be lit as fuck, man.
I'm actually a lot more moderate than I act like sometimes, but there are certain things like I'm actually fairly moderate. Like, I really do not support war in general. That if we are now at war, morality.
Okay, my whole view on war, I will be, if I had to have a position on war, I will go with Ron Paul.
I liked Ron Paul. He was for legalization. It's like I'm the kind of person that it's like when it comes to war, is a very good example of what I think war is. If we are at war with Germany, there is no, we have to be careful because it's Oktoberfest and we don't want to offend them. It's like, no, motherfucker, Hans, if you don't want to get bombed, get the fuck out because we're coming.
Okay. Do you actually think, I don't know if you're joking or not, do you actually think that's how World War II happened?
That's basically how it is. Like,
do you think that's how we acted during the occupation of West Germany?
No, I mean, like, okay, when World War II, the bombing of Berlin, we didn't go in and be like, what about the citizens of Germany? It was like, no, it was America and others versus Germany, Japan, and so forth. We're at war with them, but not with the people. War is war, period.
You know, for
Well-
someone who hates communism, you're espousing the views of the USSR during World War II, not
What?
the United States.
Wait, what?
Wokeness is this? So, but
That was
talking
that was
about?
the USSR's foreign policy during World War II.
That was
Well,
also
their wartime
ours.
policy.
We bombed Germany.
No, it wasn't. That was not. Yeah, we bombed them.
Atomic weapons on Japan. We were not at war with. We were not at war with the
We didn't
Japanese
send them
government.
to Gulag, dude.
No.
Yeah,
hold
we
on,
were
hold
not
on.
at war
you know,
with the Japanese government.
Speaking of Gulag, shut up. Do you know that Franklin Roosevelt put people in concentration camps because of their ethnicity?
there's
Nobody
that.
died in those camps.
Executive Order 1966.
They weren't concentration camps. Nobody died.
I'm sure
Japanese
they-
internment was
they
horrible and
actually were
retarded, but don't call it a
internment camps.
concentration
There's a
camp.
Okay, hold on.
That's calling it a concentration camp is disrespectful to people who actually went through that.
Okay, hold on. No, by definition, it was a concentration camp. Just because people didn't die doesn't mean it wasn't a concentration camp.
No, it was an
It was a
internment camp.
concentration camp.
It was a holiday camp for
Okay,
for all
tomato,
you.
tomato.
It was literally a concentration camp. Because
You realize that words change their meaning over time. When you say concentration camp, nobody's thinking of admittedly
just because-
being terrible to the Japanese American people. People are thinking of people being fucking gas, dude.
Hey, my ancestors
just
were in a
because
British.
who thinks that? Who thinks
concentration
that? People who don't know the difference between concentration camps and death camps, because that's different things. Just because
Yeah, everyone.
doesn't mean
When
it's
everyone
wrong.
agrees on a meaning to a word,
Yeah, we
the
also
meaning
did
changes.
not make the
Wait,
Japanese
hold on.
slaves
Let's read the
anymore.
definition. Wait, definition. Concentration camp.
Oh,
A
the
place
dictionary
where large numbers of
definition.
People.
The dictionary
Yes,
definition.
Yes, that is the common
Just
usage.
equality, bro.
Okay.
Dictionary
Let me
definition,
define
a
things.
place
Let
where-
me define that senior. I'll leave the senior mini means fox and bagel means goat. So senior fox goats. Do you like my non-dictionary definition? Because if we can ascribe any meaning to any word,
But dude, feminism is just equality, bro. It's just equality, bro.
Yeah, we know that's
That's
a
the
lie.
dictionary
feminism is. Shut up.
No.
Shut up. The dictionary definition is not equality. The dictionary definition of feminism is advocacy for women's rights. So
Yes,
Oh,
I
are
agree.
you
That there are
against
many
women's
variations
rights?
of feminism. Like, for example, the third wave feminism is the one we all
What's the word
hate.
feminism?
You know, like
can
the
everyone
one
please-
that matches the definition
Do
of
you-
especially first wave and sometimes second wave feminism. But
Do
third wave
you-
feminism, right now, aka
You
modern
guys
feminism,
are,
is just
you
garbage.
guys don't get the joke. How can you say that this whole thing can be summed up with a dictionary definition? The entire, our cultural conception of what a word means cannot be summed up with a dictionary definition. The nuance cannot be included in that. When you say concentration camp, nobody
Stop
is
saying the
thinking,
dictionary
nobody, not one
is-
person is thinking of internment. People are thinking of the fucking Holocaust when you say concentration.
First of all, you don't know that. It's your
Connotation.
own
Yes,
ignorance.
sir.
Okay, let me just say this.
Depends on
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
context.
say this. Okay, shut up, everyone. I'm going to say this from Merriam-Webster. Concentration camp, a camp where persons such as prisoners of war, political prisoners, or refugees are detained or confined. There.
Okay, now look up internment camp.
Concentration camps are death camps. No, you are wrong because you are not you're not qualified to tell what everyone else thinks. You are only qualified to tell what you think, and just because you think that people that there's no difference between concentration camps and extermination camps doesn't mean that everyone else is as ignorant. So please
That's
don't
not what I think.
project
That's
your own
Merriam-Webster.
things to others. Thank you very much. And now I'm too sober for this shit. I'll be right back.
The other thing is with concentration camps, just because look, concentration camps by the definition, it's like political prisoners and minorities. Just because the conditions are different, like i.e. ours were better conditions than fucking Germany's, doesn't mean they're not fucking concentration camps. And then of course there's death camps, like actual death camps. That is what Andy is thinking of.
I think it's better to use internment camp for the U.S. just to make the distinction.
It may be, look, it may be better, but the point is like by the definition, like they were concentration camps. It may be more another word may be more accurate. I can agree with that, but like they were concentration camps.
They were internment.
I got a dictionary definition for you. Look up what connotation means.
Yeah.
You know what it means.
You know what it means?
Yes.
Well, then why can you not realize that concentration camp has a different connotation than internment camp?
Well, you're gonna have to show where it's written
learn to
down.
concentrate.
I literally just did. I was saying that internment is probably a better term, but they still can be classified as concentration camps.
What was the original thing we were?
It all depends on the context.
I don't even remember what.
Spino when we got all the way off onto this.
You got Spino, we got communism, socialism, now internment camps, and a lot of steps that I missed.
Yeah, the internment.
I thought I was coming on here to talk about a meme that I posted.
Yes, me too. It's like about your bad memes.
My bad memes.
You guys want to?
Yeah, they are bad. They are bad.
Oh no, dude! Like 22,000 people seem to disagree with you.
Argumentum ad populum.
Ooh, yeah. Now that one's like, yeah.
That was
well, if you're saying that something is bad, but people seem to like it.
You know what else?
Obviously, bad is a subjective.
That's
bad is a subjective term, bruh. That is clearly a subjective term.
Bad
on YouTube,
and I explained why.
What's the name? That's from a movie.
If you need to explain why something is bad, then you need to stop taking everything so fucking seriously.
Why don't we
really take this so seriously that he just went on a shouting crusade about how
now it's
that people are guests there. Don't take concentration camps too seriously.
I generally don't take anything seriously.
Oh, we have new people, high salty people.
Oh, is it salty? Hey, it's salty.
Yeah, we attracted salty people and to make it.
Salty, so like a salted battery.
One moment, I'll just pull
yeah, well, I got more views on that one picture than all of your videos combined. So clearly, there's a bit of a quality difference.
Can't YouTube manipulate
cat videos get more views than me.
What kind of an argument is that? You know whose videos have more views? Well, videos about some retard playing a horror game and screaming like a girl who got
yeah, I won't say those are bad videos because bad is a subjective term.
No. If
I can find something bad that other people find good.
Just because someone finds
this crazy concept that people have personal tastes.
Shades of Grey was very popular. You know that? You know that Twilight Saga was very popular.
They had an audience for it. It wasn't an inherently bad book. I didn't personally enjoy it because it wasn't marketed towards me.
No, it was bad because have you seen the atrocious writing there?
Because it was a shit book.
The writing was shit. The characters were shit. Everything was shit.
Dude, literally every single word you said, you are saying it as if it's objective fact when those are subjective opinions.
Written characters are objectively badly written because if the character has them,
maybe you would have liked it better if it was marketed towards you. Do you think Star Wars is bad? The first one, the real first one, number 4.
The original 77. I don't think it's bad, but I will.
There was some pretty bad writing in it, like from meeting objective standards. There was some pretty bad acting. Princess Leia had.
Yes, I know. And
no, Princess Leia had a British accent for her. One scene in that movie. Did that not bother anyone else? That doesn't mean that it was an objectively bad movie. I love Star Wars because subjectively it appeals to my tastes.
So because Princess Leia had an inconsistent accent, this means that your meme is not terrible. Okay.
No, I'm saying, you know what? When you are actually like relevant anywhere, then you get to talk about what's good.
Well, hey, dude,
not relevant.
Get off your goddamn moral hill.
Yeah, this is the kind of arrogance that really.
That's not even arrogance. That's just saying you have no right to criticize anyone else when you've never made a single high-quality thing in your life.
Let's have a race. We're on the fucking internet.
What kind of an argument is this? No, this is fucking.
I'm at loss of words, thoughts, and everything.
No, you don't need to be a cook to know shit food when you try it. You don't need to be a carpenter to know.
I'm not a very good singer, So even though I personally dislike him, I wouldn't go up to Justin Bieber and say, "Hey, you're a shit singer objectively." Because clearly someone
He's an okay singer. He was a shit
nobody is
person
liking
mostly.
what you're doing. Nobody's significant. No significant number of people are. What does that say about what you're doing? It caters to a smaller group. I'm not saying it's bad. It just caters to a smaller group.
You said that your meme had more views than my video, so your meme is better than my video.
Yeah, I didn't say it was better. I'm saying it appeals to a larger group. Do you know what words mean?
Yes, I know. Unlike you, I know what.
Clearly,
I know what.
Clearly, you don't. If you're saying that it's good.
Can't YouTube cancel dislikes and manipulate things like they've been doing against conservative people? So does view counts even matter?
Those aren't popular because YouTube's running a conspiracy against you?
Well, the fact that they can invalidates any worth that you can attach to ratings.
Who is Tom? Some salty.
Yes. What do you need?
Yeah,
who is
Thomicidal
Tom and why are you
Tom,
like two number nines?
Tom is Thomicidal and he's right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Anyways, the fact that something has more views than something else doesn't mean that it has more views.
I think your mic sounds a little sandy there, Privilege.
You said that you had like 12,000 views. One of my videos had 50,000 views. So up yours.
Yeah, I got more than 2 million on one. So up yours.
I have 28 subscribers, which is like.
I'm not even trying to measure I'm just saying
that videos get more views than me, so that's not a big stat. That's not much of a
had
thing.
more views than my video. More views than my
Instead of getting, dude, I can post an image right now and get more views on it than every single thing you post within a month. So I'm not saying that makes it better, but I'm not saying that it makes it worse either. I'm saying that it appeals to different people. Just because you disagree with any supposed message within it, in which there wasn't one. It's a fucking meme, dude. Just because you agree and take fault with any so-called message in it doesn't make it objectively bad.
Well, it's
and who's washing their fucking clothes?
Edgy, your mic is fuzzing.
Yeah. And now is it better?
It was better for a second.
Okay, I don't know what's.
No, it's still going though.
No, it's not. I think it's Andy. Rogan?
not?
Oh, no, it's Draco.
Okay. Edgy.
So this
Well,
is
it's not me.
So it's inherently bad?
Well,
A lot of people.
why it is bad. Let's watch it actually.
Now Shitlord. Now Shitlord.
No, I'm not watching your video because anyone who's watching your live stream has probably already seen this video.
I don't know.
I actually don't watch many of his videos, so most of what I see from his channel comes from what he plays in here.
I watched it because I voiced.
Like, if you dedicated maybe 5 minutes of that video to talking about the actual image, so just repeat it here, because I don't want to go through the whole gravelly thing of hearing your sound through your mic again.
Draco, I think it's.
I think we're in the point of the argument where we realize that I can't understand why we're having this argument in the first place. Just play the stupid fucking video. Come on, guys.
You're ranting about.
Your memes are bad, and your shit bad.
Oh wait, pause. What year did that come from?
What does it matter?
Have you ever heard the term stale?
Have you ever heard the term left?
The fucking oh my.
Have you heard of appropriate?
Have you ever heard the term "it applies" when I decided to put it in the video?
Have you ever heard the term "you should have never been taken out of special ed class"?
Have you heard eternal truth?
Have you heard the term that all y'all guys could probably shut the fuck up, and probably you can get over an old stale meme?
I'm just saying it's a little bit.
It hasn't even
different.
been overused yet.
It was overused in fucking 2009.
Okay, is it being overused now?
What's your point?
Memes are bad, and they should feel.
Yes, go on fucking r/old people Facebook. Yes, it is.
Reddit is
Why would I go on some Reddit page? Reddit pages are for fucking
Because
nerds.
it's
Like,
over
literally.
9,000 swag. It's over 9,000.
Go to 4chan, you. Go to 4chan.
Or get off of my lawn.
I don't want to
All right.
Unmute yourself when you have something of relevance to say.
I think we should just move on to, you know, guys want to talk about by Twitter or something like that?
He's now spotting the same fucking points.
But I can't.
Conservative. I'm a liberal, whatever the fuck that is.
Really?
I like how your rebuttal to this is defining what a classical liberal is, as if you believe that I actually didn't know what that means.
As I said,
I used to call myself
you don't know what it means, or you imply that people who identify as liberals don't know what it means.
Hey, dude, shut the fuck up. I used to call myself a classical liberal, and I didn't know what it meant back then.
Well, it means that you're fucking...
I still think you don't know what that means today.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't know what it means?
Everyone else.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
pretty
what
sure you
classical
still
liberal
don't.
means?
I'm pretty sure you still don't know what that means today.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm challenging your
If you
intelligence.
knew me personally, you would know why that's fucking hilarious to even suggest.
I don't know you personally, so I wouldn't really give 3 shits.
Yeah, I can fucking tell, retard.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were some stupid fucking autistic guy on the internet.
No, that would.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, mate, how many other people are doing a Google Hangout live stream where they talk shit about fucking social justice warriors at this very second?
I don't know. How many
Fucking
times are we gonna have to pause this?
At least fucking 4, dude.
Okay, so what's your point?
So, you're gonna say that something that I do is bad? Dude, you are literally fucking following a formula that I was following, but I stopped years ago because it became too formulaic back then. And you think it's still not formulated? And you're...
when you have something of relevance to say.
We're simply talking here and having fun, usually.
Yeah.
Usually shitposting is for fun. Especially...
You know what? If you're gonna say that shitposting is fun, I didn't know that your definition of fun was, and shitposting was over-analyzing a fucking meme posted on a Facebook.
Unmute yourself when you have something of relevance to say.
Oh my.
I was shit posted before I.
All right, let's talk about by Twitter. Yeah.
We could talk about Bernadette Peters' sex video.
Hey.
That actually is pretty interesting.
Defend yourself with or without saying that, oh, your hangout is shit because other people are doing the same shit right now, and this means that my
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because you're talking through a mesh screen into another mesh screen into whatever fucking piece of toast you're using as a microphone.
And what is the relevance?
I couldn't understand you. Please repeat it.
Repeat what?
What kind of autism did we bring on today?
I don't know, Tom.
I don't know. I'm here every week, so.
High quality autism.
So okay, what did you not understand? I asked you what relevance does the fact that you mentioned that 4 other people are doing the same shit right now? What does it have to do with your meme and it not being shit?
It's from Salty, the static.
It's not that I didn't understand the words that you... Well, it's not that I didn't understand the sentence you were saying. It's that I couldn't physically hear the words you were saying. So thank you for repeating them. It's relevant because you are being very non-self-aware in criticizing that anything that anyone else does is stale. When you are literally fucking doing
your meme was stale. I said that your meme was shit.
The exact same thing I did 2 years ago.
Shit. Not everything that is stale, this is shit is stale. Something that can be brand new and shittier than anything stale. So don't.
Yeah, I just got in the stream, so that's for sure.
So please don't misrepresent what I said.
Okay, so it's shit. Why? It's objectively shit. Explain to me what objectively shit means.
Just let's watch what I said, because
just fucking explain it like a normal fucking human being. Or are you too autistic to have normal conversation with anything but a microphone?
This is ableist.
Somebody link me the meme in question. That way I can, because like I'm usually like the voice of the regular person.
You're wondering why your videos get no fucking views, and it's because your streams are just rewatching your videos. Who the fuck finds that entertaining?
We actually don't watch a lot, very many of his videos at all. Like, I think 4 times in the over year that I've been doing this.
Dude, I've been here for like...
Please.
I've been here for like, what, a half hour, and we've watched 3? That's 1 for every 10 minutes.
If your defense of your meme is that, oh, your live streams are shit, then I'll just eject you, because this is an off.
Dude, it's a fucking meme! I don't need to defend it, you fucking autist!
Oh man, this is getting autistic on all sides. It's a fucking meme. I'm defending my meme, but I'm not defending my meme because I don't need to defend my meme.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago, it's like, oh yeah, he wants just kind of defend it.
I don't think I've been following the news. Who was this Andy guy?
He was a lot more.
Now he's gonna go and rage about you. You know that.
He's actually a lot more resilient than I thought he would be. I would have thought it's not a Holocaust, it's a cleanup would have gotten rid of him.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Well, I was hoping
he's shitposting qualities. It's just like maybe not misguided, but
I was hoping that he would suggest that the U.S. will subvert a democracy like Sweden with the CIA and stuff. And they can set up the Swedish chef, so it'll be a puppet government from then on,
Yeah, it's like because all the shit about puppets, it's just like it was going on every single ways around, and it was so confusing.
Who is he anyway? I don't even know who Andy was.
I don't know either.
I just now joined and I heard some screeching, and I was just like, oh.
He was about as popular as Spino and a bit of Fiffen for a while, until Spino kind of took off.
You're roboting.
It's a bit complicated. He's been there a few years ago. 1, 2.
Speaking of Sweden, what's been happening at Sweden?
Yeah, it's the aesthetic is from Salty. I don't know what's happening. Are you recording?
I'm not recording anything right now. It's
no, but I mean, are you? Is there a fan going toward the mic?
Not at all. My fan's off. I believe it's just the crappy mic I got right now.
Start again.
So there's some noise that comes off and on, and I don't know who it's
Dr. Lou, you came back when after the storm has passed.
I have a fan going, but my mic is like really directional, and the fan is like over there. So there's actually
I was watching
no
the
wind
stream.
by.
I didn't miss it because I was watching the stream, and I have family over, so it would have sucked to not make fun of that dude.
Well, he was insulting everybody. Could he possibly be a leftist?
He could become very loud, and it's like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Unbearable.
Dude.
But I asked him either say something on topic or just I'll eject you, because he was really not even trying to defend his meme. He was like, oh, your live stream is shit. Okay, my live stream is shit. Does it make his meme not shit?
Yeah, I was.
I was seeing. Most of shit posting, it's not high quality content. But what does it have to do with his meme being not shit? Because his meme is shit. Just
on all of the
defend it properly means that exactly.
I'm on nearly all of the places he goes on. But we when I fucking say it, the admins on Facebook, I'm gonna see if I see any shitting on your stream.
That
I
sounds
wish you would have kept him a bit longer so we could see how full retard he could go.
Hey, 2 hours.
So you're that guy on Discord.
Yeah, I got a bet on 2 hours. That would be.
All right, so we
I
can
know,
either
2 hours. I'm fucking
you guys want to
retarded.
talk about the. I haven't seen the sex tape, so I don't even know. Or we could do the.
I heard about it, but just like, man, don't pay attention a lot of that shit.
Yeah, I just posted the link to it.
Oh man, the link to the sex tape. Well, great.
Until they really release Trump's sex tape, then I won't rewatch it.
Oh no, burn it.
Burn it.
Did they
And I
just throw a
wonder-
fucking warning on me?
Oh,
No.
man.
Yeah, for real. I'm playing the video, and before that, there was a warning sign that said it was too explicit.
I didn't see anything like that. So
It says
Yeah.
mature for some reason, but it's just satire, really. Rachel Bloom
It's
doing
actually just a
satire.
joke video. I thought it was funny when I sit there. I came back to it and saw the name. It's actually a parody video. The same chick that did my sex junk did this video.
Oh, Jesus
Ew.
Christ.
Oh,
Holy shit.
You know, porn can sometimes be funny.
The sad thing is, though, is like if Bernadette Peters actually made a sex tape, I could imagine that is how it would go.
It's not very believable because Bernadette Peters sang the song about making love alone.
Making love.
She'd never be with another human being. It's against her.
I can't even think of that, like, with a straight face.
No, you can look it up. Bernadette Peters. The song title is "Making Love Alone."
Oh, it's.
Is
Yeah, I'll
Bernadette
be
Peters'
honest.
sex junk so much better than either or?
That's gotta be the best, though.
This is all pretty perverted stuff to me. You know, I want to bring the whole world back to Jesus. No, just kidding.
I gave my heart to Jesus, and now he doesn't call. He doesn't return my text.
Hey, mister, are you saved? I used to be messed up on drugs, but now I'm messed up on Jesus.
There's those type of guys, trust me.
I'm
Oh,
still hearing that
messed up on
static
Jesus.
sound. It sounds like poured sand or something.
But yeah, just like yeah.
We call those guys Methodists.
When there is the shit memes, it's just the problem. It's not really that meme in particular. It's all the whole trend of his memes. It's like yeah, you're making a meme on what's the name?
Everybody check your wire connections.
MS Paint. It's like yeah, you're doing the same. It's like Herder, I sound retarded. It's like okay. There's no punchline. There's no real consistency. Just like what's the name?
Anyway, can we get on with some current affairs news or something like that?
Yeah, there's a shit ton of news that we had the chance to speak about.
News, I love news.
Lad and right into the news. Well, Antifa. That's
Let's
the one
hop right into a news.
But check out. So apparently, number file videos about numbers are unsuitable for monetization because.
Doesn't Numberphile just do like mathematics videos?
That's right. Yeah.
Wait.
What the hell?
And also, lazy
Well,
Yeah, trace what video it is.
Wait, Numberphile did a
very,
political
very
video?
racist.
What?
I don't know if you know this, but black people aren't good at it, and it might offend them.
Oh my god.
So, broken-hearted liberal, I cannot follow you because my account has still been suspended for calling someone a cunt. There's many reasons, but mainly I was suspended because I called someone a cunt. The sentence.
I don't know. I just follow various anti-Twitters.
I got suspended for no other than get suspended. I've done things that should get me suspended. Like fuck, I called Spinosaurus a pathetic version yesterday.
Gotta say, but your Twitter's pretty good.
Who, me?
No, broken-hearted. Yours is better, Thomasidal. Yours is just.
Oh, mine's better.
Yeah, yours is better. Right.
Mine,
Not because.
1 time, 2 or 3 times.
Not because I'm
autism.
trying to be on a mod on your server at all. Not at all.
Oh yeah. Well, I gave you suggestions in your little your little letter on the why you should be a mod.
I didn't thought of. I should have. We should have asked Andy his opinions about Kyrgyzstan. Just
Used to be a real country, now isn't.
What is
right
Canada?
now? Oh, you mean
Used to be a
Cuckoo?
real country, now it isn't.
What is Australia?
It's a fucking
Australia.
hell. It's half of Texas.
Oh, I thought we were playing playing Jeopardy.
Oh. What is Australia? Damn.
Why am I not getting
and
right?
Kiwis and Aussies sound really similar, but they always get triggered if you compare
Well,
their
they-
accents.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Kiwis and you don't mix them.
No, they didn't want to get mixed up. They should have lived next door to each
Australia
other.
was once a prison colony, so you know why.
So was Georgia.
Georgia, no, it was a debtor's prison colony.
Oh, so we were poor criminal.
That's amazing. Hey, you're from Georgia too? That's pretty rad.
Oh yeah, Cartersville.
Oh, Cartersville? Shit, I don't
Yeah.
know where the hell that is.
Yeah, it's a little bit north of Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta, then I moved out to this godforsaken boondocks.
Hey, the Boondocks are way better than Atlanta. Atlanta's full of
Yeah,
fucking...
they had a big ass ceremony in town last year.
Wait.
or last week
I
about how
want to
we got
explain
internal
this.
plumbing.
James, is that what I see? What it is?
Yeah, my wife got it for me because like she got our son one because he's actually autistic, and she saw there was one red one, and so she's like, if she ever goes somewhere and there's only one red one, then she's got to get it for me. And I'm like, fuck it, it looks like Deadpool colors, but it
I have
actually
a green one somewhere.
you know, it
I got
actually
comic
does
books
help for when you're trying to concentrate.
Ugh.
I'm back. I had some difficulties.
Try X-Lax.
Very difficulties.
Well, we have had a lot of difficulties with our guest, but
Oh, is Nick in the chat? Oh, God.
Who's Nick?
You know I had to do it to him. Oh, God. Nicholas. This guy on a poll server I run, or it's a gay poll server specifically. Nick is mental.
Where is Nick?
He's in the live chat right now. I don't know if he still is, but oh my god, this guy Nick is a character. He has a man crush on Richard Spencer that you wouldn't believe.
Holy shit.
Everyone has a question on Richard Spencer. Then I question your sanity.
I don't know. I have a man crush on
I
Milo.
questioned his oh, me too. Hey, that one. That is a perfectly reasonable. I have it.
Probably the only man
Well,
crush
actually,
I will
I have a
have on
man
someone
crush
is
on both
Ben Shapiro
Milos.
or Mark Dice.
Wait,
Kick
both
ass
Milos?
both.
Are you talking about Stewart?
Yeah.
Milo had a kick-ass book, and there was a shelf in my bookstore about New York Times bestsellers, and Al Franken's book was there at number 5, but not Milo's book at number 2. So
Well,
I think
I thought about
the
buying it.
store was biased, maybe.
I thought
Maybe
about
it was biased.
Milo's book at Barnes and Noble. Then I looked at the Amazon price, and it's $12 more at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, it's
on Amazon, you get it for
tax.
18. Yeah, it's at tax for reading right-wing literature. Gotta pony up extra money if you want to read that. Oy vey,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
you're trying to protect you.
I can only special order Milo's book, and if I special order, my name goes to the police, apparently.
You know, the reason I hesitated on buying it for a month until after it came out is because I was a little offended by the fact that he didn't use a color picture. Those eyes are the whole reason I even follow Milo. Only
Well, come
partially.
on, if you had a
Then
choice
again, it's not
between-
surprising for Tom to do it for just the eyes.
If you had a choice between a color picture and looking like a 1940s lounge lizard, what would you choose?
I mean, Thomas Seidel really can get on to any type of man.
Oh God, not any type. Just you.
Fucking hell. You know how straight I am.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you could, if you had a very flexible schedule, you might have been a moderator.
I think of all the people here, only Andy sounded gay. I mean, I heard it on my patented gay oscilloscope.
Oh yeah, Andy. He's kind of sounds like a less cute, less tolerable version of Naked Ape.
Yeah, a bit.
Wait,
I don't
who
need
is
to
the less
defend my
tolerable
meme,
version
you
of Naked Ape?
fucking autist. I know, but when he becomes loud, that's oof. It's not as maybe not screechy when Naked Ape becomes excited.
There's a points and times where I think Naked Ape should become less of an autistic fucking guy than more of a guy who could speak about normal things. As long as he gets his voice changed.
I used to think Naked Ape's voice was cute for some reason. But then again,
I still think his voice is nice. At least nicer than the median.
The alternative.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really bored of something, so I want to show you something that, since a good chunk of my followers on Twitter aren't anime fans, so I decided to, to draw something and dedicate it to them. So you want to see it, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see some autism.
That's not autism. No.
Okay, here it is.
Well, there's already
autism.
plenty of autism here.
Hey.
I mean, I'm
You see
here,
it?
and I'm just a living shitpost.
You see this? You see the drawing I had?
Yeah, the General Grievous fucking with that anime bitch.
I think I'm gonna switch my Twitter picture
This
for the
right here is my Twitter
for
and
my
this is
symbol.
my bio, just in case you're interested.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop mine in the chat since everyone's been doing it.
Okay, I'm done.
Now.
So you're just not like to be like anything. Just, oh, I saw this one. Yeah, they like.
Last I was aware, this is the Boston Common. The Boston Common is a hate-free spot! Do you understand that?
This is a hate-free zone. I got assaulted because I'm male. Good.
No matter. I love the one where it was one of the people who was actually there to protest the rally that was going on was attacked because they thought he was a Nazi.
Yeah. You should be here for equal rights.
Why?
Why?
This bitch got triggered.
Yeah.
You succeed when you trigger the bitch.
Your microphone that's making all this noise, wind noise.
Check Broken Hearted Liberals.
I don't think it's mine. Okay.
It's weird. I only see my no picture on this here, but if I look at the stream, I saw my my Kyrgyzstani logo. Fucking hell, Google. Can you fix
Right now, Privilegey is sharing, so it's not going to show any of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can stop there and then see for.
Wait, it's
Hello.
not him.
Speak, young one.
Yeah, it's not me. I muted myself. I could still hear it.
Oh man.
Your was on screen.
I don't know. Let me mute mine and see if that does
No,
anything.
It's salty, I think. Right?
Oh yeah, it's salty. That's
Yeah, let's continue with the video.
But yeah, do you guys see my picture?
I'm
or
gonna mute
no?
myself for a minute
Or
here,
not?
guys.
No! No! I know! You're white straight male, am I correct? Am I correct? You're white straight male.
When I was-
When have you been oppressed?
When?
Oh wow.
You're right straight male.
I can name a couple times.
Never! When I was
God, I'm Hispanic, too, so
But they're all times that I've been let down.
it's a good thing that I'm Hispanic, so I can use the identity politics against the left.
So is my boyfriend.
You have not been afraid to go outside. You have not been afraid to do anything. I have had the shit kicked out of me for being white.
Good. Oh wow.
I thought it was supposed to be hate-free.
Right?
You know what this
Well,
reminds?
Yeah, I keep hearing that during the Unite the Right rally, they kept the white supremacists or whatever the fuck you want to call the bunch. were saying Jews will not replace us because during the event, what I heard was you will not replace us, not Jews.
Oh, this actually calls for a Hitler meme.
Oh,
this is the video I post every time Sean King says something stupid.
Yeah.
Every time I see his thing on Facebook, I post that link.
Yeah, you are fucking white male.
Glebs, I apologize for leaving, but his autism was too much even for me.
Yeah, I understand.
You just gotta hop out for a second.
Oh shit! 9 o'clock.
It sounds like one of those.
Gotta go give the meds to the dog. I'll be back.
Yeah. It sounds like one of those logic puzzles. You know, white males always lie. I am a white male, so did I just lie? If I lied, then they don't always lie. And oh my goodness, I'm so confused.
Yeah. I used to date a Jewish girl, but she had so much gas.
Oh wow!
Damn,
that's a good one.
Wait, I gotta show you my. I'm gonna screen
I used to
share
date
my.
a Muslim chick, man. We used to get so stoned.
Oh,
both of those could be interpreted as weed jokes.
So
That's the thing.
Hitler memes.
That's the thing. I'm an autist myself, and I couldn't even handle that guy's levels of autism.
Yeah, Glebs always has to bring up his fucking fascist dictators at least once in a stream. I remember once he was like, "Oh, this is a great excuse to bring up Mussolini." I'm just like, "Oh wow."
Isn't Mussolini a type of noodle?
Salty, you need to take every class ever over again. If you have ever passed a grade in school,
I want that.
You do realize I am basically a history knowledge worthwhile.
Yeah, man, look at that quality.
Want that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I want that medallion too.
We just learned that hope means Adolf upside down.
You're fucking a white male.
Yeah, it's you, Salty. Sorry.
So you want to know what happens when you ask a leftist for a citation? I'm gonna show you what happens.
Yeah.
Right here. Look at this.
Blocked.
And then I posted this.
Alright, I'm gonna mute right now. Just tell me if it's still me.
And this is we'll post this later.
Yeah,
It sound is crystal clean at the moment, so I'm afraid you may want to check your wiring. Whatever.
It's my shitty mic.
And speaking of Hitler, you mentioned.
That guy's covering up his face. That can't be good.
I'm just gonna. Big man.
You know, I'm kind of liking this already.
Yeah, don't forget, Anne Frank was led away, but she was not actually killed by the Nazis. She contracted typhus because the American and British planes were bombing rail lines, couldn't get medications or food over to the camps. So who really killed Anne Frank? Because I guess it was you and me.
Oh, yeah. And frankly, I did coming.
I don't believe in generational guilt, you faggot.
Supplies. Actually, the best orange juice I ever had came from a German company. It was made from concentrate.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to one up this. I have to one up this. Actually, I have something to one up this with. One moment, let me find it.
Wait, I just want to show you something.
You know what's funny? Orange Fanta.
Right here, I found. Just face.
We can laugh about it now.
See, I
didn't mean
little foil keeps stingy. Oh man,
I will.
I love this.
Man,
all right, what news can we talk about now?
I don't want to kill myself.
Oh, actually, the most fucked up one I ever saw, it was like some woman was like, berating this guy on a Facebook thread because he had posted pictures of him hunting or like the deer or whatever, and he was like, "I'm so looking forward to a nice rack of ribs." And she brings up the Holocaust, and he's like, "Did you just compare 6 million Jews to a rack of ribs?"
It's very.
That's the fucking the vegans for you, man. It's just like, and milk is rape, by the way. Milk is rape.
1 million Jews.
1 million Jews.
That's insane.
I mean, if she's comparing Jews to wreck of ribs, then Jews must taste pretty good.
Vegans.
You know, there's a Chinese cuisine called Jew's ear.
Cannibalism.
Really?
You are what you eat.
I actually had one of those. It had a coin stuck in it.
Jiu-jitsu.
I swear, I'm loving Nazi memes. The alt-right memes are pretty dank, to be honest.
There was a very short-lived show called Fridays, and they had a Jewish self-defense art called Matsoi, so you can look for the Matsoi videos.
I did an interview thing for this furry server that's really exclusive. It's a right wing, and they said, "Just warning you, we don't censor very racist opinions." And I had to bite my tongue and keep from doing an impression of doing my Jew impression. I was about to be like,
"Oy vey, if you let people poke fun at the show, I might have a heart attack. You'll be hearing from my lawyer."
What the fuck? Goyim, don't gas me. Don't gas me. Romo.
You know, this makes me think of Eurobeat, Good old initial D.
Of course, Salty listens to Eurobeat.
Why?
Welcome to the club.
There's
gas. I want to step on the gas.
exactly what I was referencing to.
I need this on the Scott key. Gas.
Step on that gas, and then I'll be your hero.
Yeah.
Oh wow, ha, you all gay.
Out and proud they overcame prejudice to.
Out and proud to overcame prejudice became one of the most influential Americans.
Well, I think there's been a bug because otherwise I think they're thinking about Milo.
Oh, that's what I call a spicy meme.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna screen cap this because this is just too good.
This is great.
Oh my god.
My aunt works at
Anti-SJW Gangbang is best live stream 10 out of 10 IGN.
The best memes are accidental.
God.
No, trust me.
By the way,
how did that come about?
Well, I mean,
I really want to know how that happened.
It's not the first time they had fucked up and showed the wrong description for the show. So they show the title of one show and the description of the other.
Yeah, they sometimes just switch around. They say, I think it's the description will stay the same for all the rest. It's just it's a bug.
It's actually a problem with Netflix and their bug issues.
Yeah.
They have yet to fix that within that department, but it's honestly amazing.
What is Aleppo?
Oh my god, yeah, Aleppo.
AleppoCon.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the Aleppo thing is not exact. I mean, like, I don't really blame him for that because all I knew about was the Turkey situation. I didn't know the cities or whatever involved. So
yeah, well, he's a politician. He should have known. But the problem is the way they say it. Aleppo. It sounds a lot like an anagram of something. Like for me,
Gary Johnson, the fake libertarian.
In
Gary Johnson, yeah.
In French, Aleppo is Alep. So and Aleppo, it really sounds like an anagram. Like it should mean.
I remember that time when Gary Johnson said how he loved having sex with a mountain.
What?
He said that. No, he said like Mount Everest lifts out of her skirt, and then he started getting in action with her.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
joking. You can look that up. You know, Gary
yeah.
Johnson. You know, claiming to fuck a mountain. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, someone did a tweet. Someone did a Twitter poll on who people would vote for president, and they put Johnson as an option. You know, for the 2020 election. I was just like, no. If he wins another primary, I give the fuck up on the Libertarian primary, the Libertarian Party. Full stop. If Johnson wins one more fucking time, I'm gonna put a gun in my mouth.
Yeah, he's really a fake libertarian or leftist and libertarians closed. Oh, speaking of stupid shit, this is it's not exactly news, but apparently in some university they came up with this rape prevention technique.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That one was great.
I don't want to think
That
of
one
Root
was
when I
great.
rub one out.
Jesus Christ.
This is why we need to
Self-gratification can prevent sexual assault.
This is what our
fighting
college
is not
education is paying for.
self-gratification.
This is absolutely what our college education is paying for. Obviously.
No, I think it's
getting out of
the
this.
students. I don't think they're even paying for it.
I'm thinking like like poo. You know, think of poo. Penis out of her.
That would be Poe. Like
Everyone's
Edgar
got
Allan
the fact that 48% of Reddit socialists live with their parents. 61% live with their parents. And what also missing is that 41% of them support riots.
Let's see the archive version.
Oh yeah, other news. The only news I've ever been getting is just hurricane news because since I live in Texas, it's basically my phone's been building up till this day, and it's like 5,000 on hurricane news. Oh, don't worry, just make a news channel
Good
on it.
night,
It just
Irene.
it happens in Texas every year, basically. Hurricane news every year, every time.
And then people are just everything is like, even when Trump do something good or just like neutral, it's like, okay everyone, hurricane happening, stay safe, and then it's like
literally they
autistic
said,
speaking.
Yeah, I saw that too, but in CNN, they actually literally just blamed the freaking hurricane and how it was affecting other people on Trump. Like, Jesus, how far do you have to go on that? I actually watched it straight from live TV. How'd you have to go on that?
I saw like the reply on Twitter on Trump's tweet, like warning people about how the government's gonna help the victims of Hurricane Harvey. This guy just replied, "Fuck you." It was like, I don't want to be safe.
what was it? Like somebody posted. Somebody was bitching that he said, "Good luck to Texas," and like the people of Texas. It's just like so.
We don't
what?
need luck. We got Texas.
I don't want the luck. I want to die.
We got beef, we got cattle, we got conservative ideas. Californians are moving here every day and converting in their day every single day. We got more guns. We got more beef. We have better barbecue than California. We fucking hate California.
You know what's funny? Toyota moved to Texas because they hate the Californians too.
I mean, yeah, but then again, Toyota does sell to ISIS. They're on their last straw here.
Japanese companies build plants.
I've put it in the chat. Here you can play that, Edgy. It's the what will happen if anyone on CNN tries to be reasonable about Trump.
Do they get their jobs showed?
Oh, I know where this is going.
It's like we're at the end. No, you put on do it slow. Just like do it like slow motion, like 0.5.
Oh, the sound is really creepy.
What the fuck? What's happening on that TV?
He's going nuts.
Up goes the weasel.
Oh! That feel went too woke.
Oh, no, but do you know how they made that effect?
Oh, they put artificial blood inside of like watermelon with the mask on.
Well, yeah, what they did is they put the mask, they put fake blood and rabbit guts, and they shot at it with a shotgun.
Yeah, I've heard that. And
practical effects.
That's mad, man.
Damn,
I'm just in the mood of just showing you some shitpost video I just found. So mind sharing me?
Sure.
Oh, hey, Lamal.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, that.
It's time to kick gum in your ass. I'm out of ass.
Oh, yeah.
Play it.
Oh, it's what the holographic Duke says. Oh, the
Chad
holographic
Duke.
It's actually from the what's the name of it? Duke Nukem Forever.
Wait a minute, go back. What was that? What was that? I saw an ad.
That was some bullshit. I want to see it again or no?
No.
Yeah, cool. It's just bored. Show you something, I guess.
There's this
chew ass.
There's this stupid shit.
Time to kick gum and chew ass.
Oh, okay,
Man, I love
perfect.
that.
Yeah. I got some stuff on this. Let's see. I'll put some links in the description.
Okay, good. News.
Yeah. So already is this sounding ridiculous already?
It literally like makes no economic sense. Or no, it's just like he can go to Gab. He can fucking go to Gab.
This campaign needs your support. Fuck off. And look at the comments by retards who gave money to this. It's either this or tie his thumbs together. What? Thank you, Valor. Let's stop this man. Yeah, because banning him from Twitter will change something. It's not like he will just do the same thing, just not on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like nothing can stop the Trump. The Trump train is already too much in motion. It's not gonna stop.
Apparently,
how much is he raised?
He's worth like 700,000, or not 70,000. Apparently, to Twitter, Trump is worth $2 billion. Out of like $11 million company.
I don't think I'd.
Oh man.
Oh, let's see this actually. So the link. I hope it won't autoplay because I fucking hate when websites autoplay videos.
Yeah, that's a huge fucking problem with this stream. It always there we go, fucking doing it again. Every time we read an article, that shit happens.
Yeah, so it says, what is Trump worth to Twitter? One analyst estimates $2 billion. Without Donald Trump, Twitter could lose almost a fifth of its value. And this is, by the way, Twitter is already in financial dire straits.
Wasn't Twitter like on sale for a while, and it's like no one wants to buy them?
Yeah, because they are sinking ship.
I think Milo explored the idea of buying Twitter. It would have been really ironic.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is,
I guess I'll have to go. See ya, guys.
All right, later.
Thanks for us. And see you later.
The thing is I'm pretty sure even if they bought a controlling share, they wouldn't. I'm pretty sure there's like some legal thing where you can't like directly harm the company because you'd screw over all the rest of the stockholders. So I'm not even sure if they legally can do it.
What are we talking about again? I was apparently chip
Banning
testing
Trump
with my
from
family.
Twitter. Buying Twitter and then banning it.
News article. So some retard wants to create a GoFundMe campaign to buy Twitter.
How much does he have right now?
70-something thousand.
Okay, he's gonna at least have 23 million.
I don't think so.
At some point, they're gonna run out of daddy's money.
I got lots of followers, let me tell you, and they're beautiful followers.
Why does he want to ban Trump anyway?
But speaking of Trump,
Trump is worth $2 billion to Twitter. Could you imagine if Trump just threatened to switch to Gab? How fucked
Right?
Twitter would be? Like if the president said, "Yes, from now on, I'm going to be exclusively communicating with the American people using Gab.io." It would
Yeah, and he
fucking
should
obliterate
advertise. He
them.
should advertise
what's his name?
service jobs only on Breitbart.
Billions. It was like, Hillary, when she said, "Who loses $1 billion in a single year?" Well, you did that in a campaign.
It was like $1 billion and two, by the way. $1 billion and two.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you lost that much money for as much result.
Of course, you've seen the cartoon about Hillary talking to Satan, and Hillary says to Satan, "I thought you'd help me win the election," and Satan says, "I thought you had a soul."
Your soul check has bounced, bitch.
Oh, Glebs, you know that thing I sent you on your personal Discord? You should totally show it to the guys.
Which one was it? Oh, those screenshots. Okay, let me one moment. Let me find it.
It was his nudes.
No, it's someone I know.
Oh, someone you know's nudes. Hey.
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
So this is shit.
Okay, Esther.
I'll be right back. I'll grab a drink and be right back, and you just enjoy this herpaderpery because it's herpaderpery. And if that's
you
not
support
enough,
Trump, defriend me now. I don't care if I met you through. What the fuck? Oh, nah, I can't even read it. Cars or decas or an Asperger's group. If you condone for some reason cannot stand up against bigotry, I don't need you in my life. I have no time for racist, sexist, fear-mongering, misogynistic, old white rapist calling himself the greatest. Hey, I have time for that.
Yeah, it's pronounced diecast. Some sort of
diecast.
Talking about model cars.
Gay.
Yeah, and I don't know if it says much about him. You know, if he says, "I don't care if I met you through the Asperger's group or the."
Yeah, that says a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, or or the flower arranging class or whatever. No, who wants to friend you?
I don't know. He seems too much aspies to have friends at all. So,
well, never ever be friends with somebody who's on the spectrum for anything, whether it's the gender spectrum or the autism spectrum. Avoid spectrum people.
Too late.
Yeah, and
do you realize what fucking podcast you're on, man? Hey.
Yeah, I'm sharing something right now. It's the.
Well, I thought this was.
I'm ducking myself. I'm ducking myself. Fuck me.
Oh, I thought this was the retarded children's support group.
No, it's like, yeah, fuck me. It's like I just realized, like, oh fuck, that's my Facebook. Fuck me. I hope I won't have too much shit fling my way, but again, this stream is almost unknown.
No, the thing is with people on the spectrum is that regarding social cues, they fucking suck, and this is coming from one. They fucking suck at keeping friendships because they will always disagree with you about something.
Nah. Autism spectrum people are fucking lit.
Well, I think anyway, I'm still recovering. I think Andy said very hurtful things. I mean, sure, okay, he says Canada's a puppet state, fine. But then he said that the first Star Wars was bad. That triggers me.
Yeah.
Oh, kill him.
Very bad.
Unredeemable. Remove him from your life.
What the fuck?
So there are other pictures. Oh, let me show.
No, this guy fucking wants Trump dead. And
someone
here's the
befriended
thing.
me today and sent me this. I can't believe you're racist against white people. Obama was the most racist president we've had. Because of him, blacks are entitled to loot, and it is not a crime. How could you support that?
And where's the lie? It's true. Where's the lie?
Amazing.
This is the most potato thing, I think, from all the stuff.
Oh god.
Jesus fucking hell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he
Hey, Russ, that's
legit
why-
believes this shit.
Hey,
Dear-
Rich, go out and kill whoever you see fit. Donald Trump approve of this message. It says played by Trump and David Duke.
Man, I wish
So-
we had
so
a
literally-
fucking...
I wish.
Literally, this guy is willing to have people die in order to prove a political point.
Hey, Lamau.
Fuck
Hey,
out.
Lamau. Goddamn leftists. Amazing.
Well, let me say it like this: the dude's from Minnesota. His parents are gay, and he's an atheist retard. So,
Oh,
yeah,
hey.
it comes with the territory.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, no offense.
No, I'm not an
I know-
atheist. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, no offense on the gay part as well.
Oh, the gay part. I don't take offense towards the gay jokes. What are you talking about? Did I seem like some sort of faggot to you?
Yeah, this is a revelation to me. Even gays don't like other gays.
Oh. You don't even know. It is.
I'll be
awful.
honest. If there's a cancer in the gay community, it would be the lesbians.
Be what?
Bar none.
The lesbians?
You broke up.
Did you mean lesbians?
Yes, the lesbians.
For real,
Salty
apparently,
pickle, you didn't do it.
I'd need to find it
I
back.
had
There was
to.
a picture about 2 articles in the same journal. It's like, the millennials are
Salty,
the-
you idiot.
yes.
Don't
On
post
the,
the hangout link. Post the fucking link to the video.
the
Dumbass.
most gay generation up to date. And then the next article is the millennials have the highest rate of anal cancer. or colon cancer, or whatever. Like,
Millennials
cancer
have
of the
big
ass.
butt hurt.
You deleted it. Holy
Well,
crap.
Salty, you're not supposed to post the hangout join link. You're supposed to post a video link, you fucking idiot.
I mean, I did post a video link, but no one was really liking it since I joined. But then
Well-
again,
Well, there's a reason. No, I'm just kidding. But you posted the hangout link. You realize how autistic my server is and how many fucking autists are going to join if you do
you
that?
do realize that I'm right here.
Yeah, well,
A
I'm talking about
representation
you
of
too.
that.
The point still stands.
Okay, so let's get back to let's get Roy into the news again, because, well, shitposting is all
Slip that neck right into a noose.
Oh god, this fucking. Oh Jesus Christ.
Boy, man the harpoons.
Replace white and Jew and put her a little mustache. There.
Oh, we need to read some of those articles using the Uncle Chang's extension called Racism Simulator.
Oh, I
Okay, I
downloaded
can
that
ar-
last night.
I can already find one problem with this. It's. I don't even have to go with that.
Well,
All
it's
white
like-
people are racist.
To be
Jesus Christ!
fair-
I'm gonna generalize you. All y'all do in your freaking daytime is eat fucking buckets of KFC all day. You wanna go freaking eating watermelons, spitting out
Don't
the
you fucking.
seeds.
Hey, hold up.
Hey,
You have it wrong. You have it wrong.
Yeah,
It's
she's more
Popeyes.
than a she's more than a human. She's worth at least 3 humans
I
there.
don't think you've ever been to a. I don't think you've ever been to a KFC because it's mostly
I have.
old ass white people.
True.
You go to Popeyes.
No, they eat
you
at
gonna see
Popeyes,
some
man.
niggas.
You're gonna have to see the downtown with that shit.
Well, they're the
Beef
ones
and rice.
there.
Popeyes and churches. That's where the
They
blacks
take it
hang
to
out.
go.
But then again,
That's right.
That's right.
How much do you want to bet that she has some white in her?
I bet she's had some white in her.
She probably has some like white beans in her.
No,
it's
she has
going to
some
be
white in
me,
her that
Wonder
pulled the
Woman.
fuck out when it sobered up, and that's why she hates white people now.
She is light skinned, so yeah, she white.
She's probably got some white in her.
Okay, I think I know who Yotsu is on Discord.
I don't think that there is any African American in the U.S. that has pure African in them.
Remember Alex from earlier, who was basically being an autistic faggot?
Yeah.
Well,
Which one?
yeah.
Which Alex?
I think the Alex that had the little face on there and was being an autistic faggot and kind of had to be forced out of here.
Oh, you mean
Andy?
Yeah, Andy.
Andy.
That guy. Is he on our server?
Andy? Hell no, he's not on my.
No,
Because there's a guy who sounds.
He's mostly on
similar to
Facebook.
him.
He's mostly on Facebook.
Yeah,
I didn't
Andy's
know.
a Facebook memer. He's like the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Yeah.
He's
So
like
he's
two
an
steps
army.
below Twitter memers.
Alright.
He was space dude. Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Mixing stupid people like that—that's so funny.
Les has an arsenal of that shit. It's glorious.
And well, let's watch this video.
Only was that it's not going to be
All white people are racist. PayPal me.
coddled. What it looks like, we're not going to discuss
Gives me that in a literal sense.
actually. So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born like that instead of people of color and black.
There's so many women in there.
There's so many white people just there. Oh, I was sitting down.
PayPal me at Ashley so I can get my freaking chicken tenders right now.
Hey, I got a game for you guys. Whenever she proves a point, we should shout, "That's right."
That's right. Amazing, Alec.
Is that an act? Is that live?
Just it's a super cut of her being woke and very eloquent. For well different regard, but no.
Alright. Is there any real news that we could talk about?
Real news?
Yeah, real news. I don't need this.
I don't
shit.
think you know what the internet is like, but
you know the Antifa
there's no
guy
such thing as real
shot in the
news
balls?
these days.
Right there. What real news are you talking about?
There's no real news on the internet.
But yeah, you know about the guy who the Antifa that got shot in the balls by a pepper bullet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard he got arrested today.
He got arrested
And he's facing multiple charges.
3 felony charges. It's
Oh,
like
nice.
He's a worker at GoDaddy.
Oh, imagine my shock.
Imagine my shock.
Actually have this,
Imagine my shark.
A leftist being a retarded. 3 felony charges.
Right.
And that fucking retard identified himself on Reddit.
Wait, why did he?
Because
Who fucking uses Reddit?
Because he was absolutely sure that people, that the police wouldn't do anything to him. So it's like, hey, that's me. It's like, hey, what are you gonna do? Stab me? A quote from a stab victim.
Oh!
And you see the guy filming right next to him with giving the police the finger. Right when after the guy got shot, he lowers his hand. It's like, oh shit.
I follow some leftists on Twitter just so I can fucking shitpost them. That honestly wasn't a great idea after they blocked me.
Me as fuck.
Yeah, so Zoe Quinn blocked me, Brana Wu blocked me. This is all during Gamergate, too. And also Atina Sarkeesian blocked me.
Yeah. Look at the guy right next to him that's filming and flipping. Ah, okay, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. He's flipping the police off. It's like, oh, the guy got shot.
I run a Gamergate Discord and I haven't been blocked by all three of them. How are you this autistically fucking?
I did it from the beginning. Honestly, I was Gamergate from the start. You do understand that, right?
I was Gamergate from the start, but I never had Twitter. But I didn't get Twitter until SPJ Airplay because I wanted to keep tabs on that. But even then, all I followed was Milo and Mr. Mediker, and then when they got banned, I just started mass following pretty much any political account and any Gamergate account.
Did he shoot himself?
When you're
What
from
happened?
4chan and you can see that things are getting banned, you obviously know it's pretty good shit that the mods don't want you to see.
And you go to 8chan, and then because 8chan lets anyone run a fucking board, even fucking monkeys who can't do shit right. I'm just kidding. You have fucking bullshit that goes on, like what happened with GG Gamergate slash which fucking sucked. The owner of the board got rid of it, and then GGHQ happened, and that was almost shit. Nowadays, the only way to keep up with GG news is pretty weekly or bi-weekly, depending on how many times it hits the bump limit. GG General on V, those threads, really good.
Alright. I still hang out in V and Pol, but that's about it.
The funniest thing is I have another account to follow the SJW. It got blocked by Steve Shives.
Everyone's fucking blocked by Steve Shives.
Welcome to the fucking club, dude.
Welcome to the future.
I didn't have. I feel like shit. I didn't have to do anything to be blocked by Steve.
Yeah. Welcome to the future, bro.
It's like I didn't even work for that achievement. I feel wronged. I feel that I wronged the people that have actually worked to shitpost them.
Let me tell you something. Alright, this is what happened. Peter Coffin, before he got a little bit more popular recently, I went to one of Peter Coffin's videos. I'm going to screen share for you. Where basically what I did is he was bitching about Bill Maher saying nigger, all right, and he couldn't fathom the idea that a white man would ever say the nigger word. So let's see, where's the Bill Maher video?
Do you know what I would have done being Bill Maher? I would have taken that thing, the joke to the next level. Like, who was it? Was it Ice Cube? After that, it's like, he told him, what makes you think it was okay to say that word? It's like me, I would just bring the prop and it's like, this very whip.
Shit.
Oh no, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take it to the max. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Here's what I said. I think it was, I can't find the comment on the video, but it was, so I'm not gonna even screen share, but I said, nigger, 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 please block me like you did on Twitter before I ever fucking knew who you were, so that I will never see one of your videos show up in my recommended feed again. And then guess what he does? I'm gonna show you this. I was blocked. My account, my Twitter account predates all my other accounts with the screen name Thomas Idol. I go on Peter Coffin. One day, I'm just fucking around, and I see people my followers follow because I follow that dumb ContraPoints bitch. But look at Peter Coffin's page. I'm unblocked. And my Twitter account was not linked with my YouTube when I posted that comment.
He looked for you.
He looked for me on Twitter just to unblock me instead of just blocking me on YouTube, so I didn't have to see his shit anymore. He looks for me on Twitter and is like, "Oh, I'll just take you off my block list and turn off the GG auto blocker. Fuck you, you little fucker." I was just like, "God damn." I watched one of his videos and it kept recommending his shit to me.
Why, the dirty rat, he didn't unblock you. He didn't block you.
He didn't block me on YouTube. He unblocked me on Twitter. So now, actually, I'm going to follow this fucker. You know what? Thank you, Peter Coffin. There we go.
That makes me think, during the shit that we had with Mr. Bagel, Mr. Jew, for some reason I kept mixing bacon and bagel. It's like at some point you said you made a joke, and it's like, oh, not an argument. There's like, I just realized you just pulled off a fucking Molyneux there. It's like, not an argument. Of course it's not an argument. It's a fucking joke.
He's probably seen it so many times from like polls and stuff like that. That's I doubt, you know.
It's like me. I don't even. It's like, oh, not an argument. I don't. I respond with arguments, and then I respond with stupidity with more stupidity.
An argument you cannot win. Remember this. Arguments you do not win.
Yeah, that's the point. It's like I'm not winning. At some point, it's like when I start shitposting, it's just like I'm done. I'm just having fun there.
Arguments are something that liberals have against themselves and other people against liberals. That's what women have. You cannot win an argument.
Oh,
You
oh my
physically
God.
cannot win an argument.
No. You have the quote wrong. You cannot win an argument. An argument is a tool that is used in logic, which I have studied. And if you have not studied... God damn, I can't even be such a condescending bitch as to define an argument using those academic terms and then tell people, now, look, you can't win an argument. You win a debate. And debate is a practice which I find distasteful. That was fucking bullshit. God, how can you be such a cunt?
Do you really want me to answer that, Thomas Idle?
Oh, go ahead. No one else even knows what we're talking about, but still, just quick answer because. Go ahead.
You can be a cunt just by being a fucking woman.
Has the McGregor fight happened yet? It's supposed to be tonight.
Throw a fucking pussy there and you'll just be a cunt. Be a borderline chick, you can be a cunt.
Oh, yeah, what's the name? Sargon is being sued.
Oh yeah, that's great news.
Why great?
Old account, he was like the mean media.
Yeah.
So it's not even his current Thinkery channel.
Yeah, it's about it's because he re-uploaded the offending video on Minds. I think.
I'm pretty sure not even USC will remove the Trojan stuff. Like, I even went over there. They've even dealt with people like that. They shouldn't be removing it at all. Hopefully. I mean, they are in California, so...
Someone else is bringing all this noise.
Yeah, it's something's vibrating on your mic.
Oh, hold up. Let me not do that anymore then.
Oh. Was that your vibrator, Tom?
Oh, I wish I had one of those. No,
USC is in California, so I wouldn't not really expect that.
It's not his, it's his mom's.
Oh.
You do realize Tom is gay, so...
Yeah, why don't
that's a thing that you don't need to say every 5 seconds. Even I don't do that. I just flirt with guys to make them uncomfortable, and it kind of gets across.
Why don't Polish women use vibrators?
Oh dear, let's get it.
Answer, they chip their teeth.
Okay, so
McDonald's is gonna sell McFlurry ice cream in a cone now.
What the fuck? No.
That sounds fun.
I work at a McDonald's, and if you're gonna tell me I'm gonna have to blend this fucking the fucking McFlurry, the Oreo bits, and the goddamn I don't work there anymore, but I feel sorry for the bastard who has to blend that shit into the ice cream, pour that shit in a fucking cone. No, they're
absolutely
not.
No, they're gonna
heartless bastard.
I will
be the
put the
guy
ice
that
cream on it, and then they're gonna sprinkle the shit. They're not gonna mix it.
Oh, I was about to say, like, no, are you gonna dip it out of the cup after you blended it? What the fuck?
Hell
no.
with all these people and removing statues.
Yeah. And then the people just putting false ads like, oh, why didn't they put down the what I fucking say it? The burn on the wall. The burn on the wall. It's like that's the literal barrier, and they kept a part of it right next to the Reichstag. It's a reminder.
Yeah.
A lot of statues that you think removing will help spread hopeful peace and hope and calamity will honestly help us bring back the new civil war and help us forget history.
Yeah.
And if we forget history, we forget the reason why we were in this mess in the first place. And every time you remove history, we are bound to repeat it again.
No, but yeah, I need to find the article, but there's literally it's from the root. This guy is saying America would rather topple statues than white supremacy. So not even the journalists are impressed. Let me find the link. Hold on.
Change the date. Are you kidding?
Oh, that's great.
Change the date. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it just shows you how the Australian Aborigines should not have been anti-vax.
I believe the Aborigines.
Original.
The Aboriginals are animals.
It'll play. There you go. Has 1,000 and what?
Racist Gandhi statue. Now this is too much.
What was he racist about?
I don't even know.
They'll always find a reason, and they'll always get funded for it. That's the annoying thing.
Well, apparently Gandhi said it's like Indians are the most superior race. I don't even know how Gandhi sounded.
Somewhere around that.
But hey, Gandhi, they fucking managed to kick out the British by being
I
peaceful.
love that one. I played Civ.
Remember when Weird Al Yankovic made that spoof about the movie Gandhi 2? Now he's back and he's pissed.
Yeah, now he's back and he's pissed and he's ready to back his words with nuclear weapons like he did in Civ 5.
God damn it, Glove. You gotta send me that one with on nuke.
It makes me think of secular talk when he talks like, oh, the Moab, a near nuclear weapon. No.
Near nuclear.
No.
Yes. He did
You don't
say
understand,
that.
guys.
It's like,
We're firing a near nuclear weapon.
Yes, it's
near
like,
nuclear weapon. Who the fuck would say that about a fucking
because he's a
Moab?
fucking dumbass, mostly about weapons.
It's,
It's like he classified phosphorus as a chemical weapon. No, it's an incendiary agent, but it's like it's not chemical.
Yeah, because
Kyle
if
It's not a chemical weapon.
then every bomb is chemical weapon because it relies on chemical reasons to blow up.
Like, if you go on the keyboard, they'll willfully call you a faggot and say, do a little bit more research there and buy an AR-15. And then call you a faggot throughout the entire thread.
Well, I mean, that's what they do on 4chan all the time. If you
Hey, look.
It's the internet.
It's 4chan. It's 4chan. You'll learn to live with it.
Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah. What was that joke? Like, oh well, you're not gay. Well, you missed a damn good chance to be. That's Kyle, right there.
Some people like this, you know.
I know, especially with weapons. He's fucking more a moron.
Yeah. Like,
You know
I
what's
even
funny?
know Bobo wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, Robert Lee that was removed from ESPN College Match to avoid memes. To avoid fucking memes, he said.
Memes.
Deleted his Twitter account because too many people spammed "you're a faggot" in there.
No one would have fucking cared.
Nobody would have noticed.
Yeah, it's like Robert Lee. Who watched college
Robert Reed?
football?
My name is Robert Reed. I comment on your sports.
My name is Robert Lee. I am here to defend the Confederacy.
My name is Robert Lee. Robert Reed.
Robert Reed.
Robert Reed. Robert Reed.
Robert Reed.
Asian autistic screech is like, Lee!
Oh,
See my Confederate
I
flag.
were you here the night we made someone actually in voice chat on this Discord?
I wasn't actually there. I wasn't actually there,
Damn.
Thomas Idle. You should have been
That
like.
sucks.
You should have like put
I
me
need to
in
link
there.
to your servers.
Really?
You can't pull people into voice chat, fucker. I wish I could.
Holy
cow,
I want the biggest. In a few weeks, I'm gonna make an event. I want the most people to participate. I'm gonna go on Reddit, 4chan, every Discord I can. We need to conquer the world in the name of Kyrgyzstan.
No, we do not. We need to keep Kyrgyzstan its own little box away from 4chan, throw it off into a minefield where it should be,
Yeah,
and let us
Kyrgyzstan
continue
was-
with our own shit.
Kyrgyzstan ended when I saw that video of the people on the fucking the playground holding a Kyrgyzstan flag.
Yeah.
I mean, social justice warriors blew it out of proportion with saying, "Oh, these people are screaming at kids," but no. Even then, you gotta be pretty fucking autistic to just grab a. Kyrgyzstan was a fun meme when people were fighting Antifa with Kyrgyzstan flags as capes. That was fun. But now it's just autistic as fuck, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop yesterday.
I'm gonna continue it. I fucking bought a fucking flag, so.
By the way, it's
stop.
inside your Google Hangouts chat. I'll post it on the YouTube right now.
Ah, thanks.
Salty, did you just post the link to our Discord server there? Oh, you dick licker. You did it.
There's like 5 people watching, so you're gonna be alright.
Oh
Salty,
gosh, it didn't even work. It didn't even work.
YouTube limited state now affecting historical channels. Oh wow, of course it's gonna.
I'll put an underscore in there.
Like, oh, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. You motherfuckers. Every time you try to use a fucking Google, every time they try to use a fucking algorithm, it always fucks up.
So you just joined. You're gonna have to go through the border.
What?
Yep.
The fuck?
Yep, you're gonna have to go through the border. There's a
this,
giant border wall. There's a giant border
we
wall
have a
there.
giant border wall.
I
Well,
can't
we've got a
go.
pedophile coming in trying to spam CP in the lounge, and we have to keep catching him before he gets into our main server, so we had to set it up more securely until he stops, which hopefully will be soon.
Oh, you're.
But yeah, Macho Gomez, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the verified autist role since I'm in the chat with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Broken hearted
Like verified autist role. What? Okay, verified autist role. Okay.
Yeah, it's the way you access all the other channels until we finally can delete the border when this pedophile stops fucking with us.
Actually, apparently they stopped the transition from Nutscrapes Discord. Sorry, got it wrong.
Yeah, they gave me the name of that guy who had been creating the invites, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a final decision on it. I don't think this guy's a member right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and hammer him. Really
How does
good.
he even have that? And what is his name in the first place?
Alt-Right Allen is the person who had been inviting the pedophile on Netscape server, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kick his ass out of here. I'm not gonna ban him, but fuck him. There is no invites created currently.
Could you just put it in? Oh, there we go. Could you just put it inside my...
He was thrown out of a helicopter. Yes.
Of course he was.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Look, if you're gonna invite a pedophile to the server to harass a suicidal fucking teenager and then spam CP in the fucking lounge, no. You know what? Get the fuck out.
What the fuck does that mean?
Child porn.
CP is child porn.
Okay.
Like, have you been on the internet much?
Yes, I'm not. I'm not
Are you
familiar
just
with all
learning?
every
Are
terminology.
you on your old training wheels? Are you just learning the internet itself by going through the Kekistani way? Trust me, you're not gonna get very far on those training wheels. We roll on tanks. We roll on tanks here.
We don't roll on tanks, nigga. We drive in helicopters.
I'm not necessarily familiar with every terminology. Just a few, just 2 letters, 3 letters. It took me fucking
Who's the
years.
Queen of Lies?
It took me fucking
Queen of
years
Lies
to
is someone
understand that
else who
FTW meant for the win and not
suspected.
like fuck the what.
If Queen of Lies makes their way back in, I will not ban them. But if Alt-Right Allen comes back in, I'm banning them right out. I'm banning them
Who was
outright. Fuck
Queen
them.
of Lies anyway?
Well, I discovered that the timeline of Queen of Lies creating invites to our server and that pedo rejoining with another fucking account lined up pretty fucking well. To the point
Alright.
that, no, fuck it. I just had to get rid of them.
Alright.
So yeah, fuck it. Sorry. Unapologetically, just fuck him. I don't care.
Seriously, our server just like went to shit.
Well, I mean, I banned those 2 conservatives just because, just to get an excuse to ban those other
They're
2.
not even conservatives. They're just fucking Christ posters. And
Oh, yeah.
Zorium posting was the funnest thing there. You shouldn't have
God
banned
damn.
him.
I should have not banned him, but no, I had to get support to ban the pedo before he came back with like 50 different fucking alternate accounts. But to get support to ban the pedo, I figured ban the people that 2 mods already asked to ban. So
Like a lot of actual non-mods asked to ban him too.
Well,
So,
I mean, no, I
it's
had 2
justified.
mods PM me saying, "Look, if you'll let me ban them, I'll take whatever happens." And I'm like, "No, I'll ban them for you, so I can get rid of this guy and I can get rid of Raptor." Fucking Raptor and his autistic motorbike posting.
Yeah, that got to a point where I just basically shitpost him to hell. You cannot get better than that.
Raptor sends me dirt bikes every day.
He still
Ever
does.
since he's such an autist. He can't handle it that he's
He
not on our
blocked
server
me.
anymore.
He blocked me because I started sending him fucking nude fucking photos.
No, your nudes? Hey, I'm asking after it's gonna
not
send me
my
that.
nudes, but I've just been sending
Sargon,
straight-
you've been banned for sending interracial porn to alt-rightists. Oh, that one.
No, he's in MGTOW, not an alt-right. So yeah, hey, he's in MGTOW. You could have just sent him straight porn, just heterosexual porn, and he'll be like, ah.
I can't even send porn because he can't. He just blocked me there. It's like why? It's good porn. I sent him straight up guns, and he started trying to combat them with freaking dirt bikes and shit. It's like after like 15 times, I have my saved image of fucking AKs, revolvers, and old style rifles. He'd like spam the same fucking photo in PM. It was so glorious. I started spamming him an M2A2, and he said, "That's not the motorbike I want."
Oh, salty! You don't even know. Hold up. We couldn't be talking about this in this voice chat, but salty. Before we let them get back on their bullshit, I'm gonna send you. I tried to get blocked by him. I did this. I sent him this. I told him I would.
Just like
what the heck? Oh god. I just spam it to hell, and he just blocked me. I just spammed so many photos to him.
Native speakers pump up area AP scores. Oh.
What?
Well,
Oh yeah,
Hispanics
Hispanics are good at Spanish.
Hispanic
Wow,
stats.
no shit.
Oh man. Well, I mean, it
makes sense. You know,
I mean,
they speak to their grandmother all the fucking time in Spanish
can't
because their
switch
grandmother
it.
doesn't know in English.
Oh, I remember people posting memes right after that video came out. By fuck hate, it was people posting memes like, "This is Potty Mouth Paco. He and his abuelita will be deported. Only if you reply with El Presidente Trump in the comments."
Imagine my Chokwe.
China,
No shit. China may be using sea to hide the submarines. Oh, I thought they were hiding them in the mountains.
Gee,
dropping them in.
The world cannot get any worse today. If when your newspapers start sending you this for views, you cannot. You cannot.
So how about this? It is
hiding the submarine is a game I used to play with very little.
The Third Reich.
San Francisco Dakotas lay minefield of poop for right-wing. So they're shitting up their own.
Apparently, the rally was maybe some. Fuck's sake, I can't speak English.
That's true shitposting.
They
That's
don't
true
know God.
shitposting.
Literal shitpost.
Literal shitposting.
They're inviting even leftists who don't have dogs to, join into this shit rally.
It's literally a shit rally.
Except in Texas, it's a shit.
You know what? If I was in that area, I would just go during the night before and just try to get clean it as much as possible. Just like you all your. The streets of San Francisco are covered in human shit.
I wonder why. There's a lot of Mexicans there.
Do that
Oh
with,
my god!
Change the city with the New Delhi, and that's not news.
Are these just actually Indian or something?
What? What?
This is. I think it's just it was like the homeless population or something, right?
No, it's the large Indian population that just straight up went in there. They know how to react.
Don't they know that staying on the street is progressive?
Don't they know that having a burqa and doing that is absolutely progressive?
Yeah, well, they don't see you take the shit. You just see it when she walks away.
Yeah. I saw that one.
Of course. Student group says that USC's white horse mascot is a racist symbol. Everything that's white is a racist symbol.
Yeah. I have a meme for that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's an old one, but it still applies.
What the fuck? The Jerusalem Post. ISIS is a new target. Lebanese porn star Mia Khalifa.
You're fucking a white male.
I never fuck white men. No.
You're fucking.
Hey, that's a good thing
I wonder
to give a lot of them tickets. You're just like, hey, the police. You just stay on the beach and just wait for people to litter, and it's like, hey, ticket.
Oh, by the way, let's take a look at the recent excerpt from Hillary Clinton's recent book.
Oh God.
It's not.
I think that she's trying to prove that America dodged a bullet. Because imagine this.
Not okay, I thought. It was a. This is not okay, I thought.
I'm not the only one who noticed that she sounds like text-to-speech.
One moment. Is that a fly? Oh no, that isn't.
Change that down! Booming behind me.
He's such a great guy.
Now we were on a small stage, and no matter where I walked, he followed me closely, staring at me, making faces. It was incredibly uncomfortable. literally breathing down
This is why he's in office.
crawled. It was one of those moments where you wish you could hit pause and ask everyone watching, well, what would you do? You stay calm, keep smiling, and carry on as if you weren't repeatedly invading your space.
She's that distraught over one man.
Oh my god.
It is Trump,
Yeah,
but it
she's
is
a-
one man during a debate. It's there for that. It's like, no,
Trump
she's
is-
not fit to become the commander-in-chief.
If she is overfit for that, why did you post that?
For
Tom.
we
Why?
were on a small stage, and no matter where I walked, he followed me closely, staring at me, making faces. It was incredible.
Making faces.
My
He's always making a face at Trump.
You.
I mean, it was obvious.
How would she even know? She wouldn't know that she's not looking at him.
There's cameras right at the walls over there within the debate room. There's
Oh,
little
okay.
openings for cameras. There's cameras, and then there's the TV that they look at there, and then they can see what they're seeing. So with their peripheral vision, if she has any, if that fly didn't damage any of it, then she would have seen that.
Okay,
The police Boeing actually made
presidential debate, and Donald Trump was groping women behind me. Followed me closely, making faces, turn to the guy and say loudly and clearly, well, I know you love groping women, so grope me. He was literally staring at me. I did, however, grip his dick extra hard, biting my tongue, digging my fingernails into his clenched dick. He was literally breathing down my neck. Moments where you wish you could hit women. I wonder whether I should have crawled on a small stage with difficult men trying to get me off. But certainly would have been better TV. Well, what would you do?
Oh my god. Flash fiction. That's
Hey,
all
I
you
got
have to
you
know.
sound
Flash
pretty.
fiction.
Boy, am I
I
glad I
like you
have him
sound
back up
pretty in
front
the
right
chat.
now.
Yeah, Blaze Boeing. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe to Blaze Boeing.
Which chat?
In the Hangouts chat, not the live chat of the Discord.
Discord attachment. You fucking fuck you. You already posted that
I'm really
homework section.
No, I censored it for this.
Switch off my screen sharing.
I censored it because I knew he might accidentally open it in the stream.
That's what.
Why, Tom? When you can't tell it's calm, but then you realize it's fucking throw up.
Yep. Hey,
recommended.
Women have bad gag reflex. It's
Well, 6% run in 11:59 world record from someone called Tomato Anus.
Hey, Gleb. That fan fiction between Hillary and Donald was 10 out of 10.
It's better than
50
well, were you on the stream when we read some really shit like Sonic the Hedgehog fan fiction?
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, what?
Created generation in me.
Oh god, that was amazing.
I think it was, when I had two live streams, one after another. I was in live stream and we read some really bad fan fiction. Then we went to my stream but read the worst fan fiction.
Oh yeah, I brought on Sonic High School, just the sex scene part. It was amazing. I do that a lot. When I do Twitch streams, I'll just bring on erotic fan fiction that's just really badly written by autists. It's really great.
Nothing can top Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life.
Oh.
So Libya was trying to debate with this one guy on the other server about the freaking Civil War. I kind of found it hilarious how she even said that it was bad spacing and all. So I said my eyes were literally fucking bleeding, and this looks fucking messy. And she says that she used a voice-to-text feature, which is very imperfect to say at least. I bet she's been using that the entire time she's been moderator. So we can literally say that she's said everything that she's typed on Discord.
Oh, speaking of that news about Robert Lee being taken by ESPN up there, there's people are trolling that now. Asking if they will pull off someone named Robert Lee. He has the same name as the infamous Nazi official. So,
yeah, fuck me.
Jesus.
We cannot compete with reality nowadays. Reality is more tough. We are living in a YouTube group. Well, let's face it. There's no other explanation for this shit. We are living in a fucking YouTube group. Now it will make sense.
Well, I mean, I asked last night, do lefties live in the same fucking reality as us? I think no one lives in the same reality as each other, and we're all alone.
Yeah.
We're all figments of each other's imagination.
Yeah.
Once you isolate yourself so much with like block lists and just living in neighborhoods and the same thinking and all this other stuff, it's just like I guess you might as well live in another reality. I guess.
All right.
Oh, and if the horse being racist wasn't retarded enough, the
Racist the Eclipse, god damn it. Freaking great.
Well, and also Hurricane, this Hurricane, what's the name, was also racist.
Environmental racism.
Also, someone said that Hurricane Katrina was Hurricane Katrina and structural racism. Oh, the hurricane exposes racism and injustice. The hurricane of
I'm not even sure why they're bitching about this, because the Eclipse came to Puerto Rico as well, which is like 90% beaner.
Wiener?
Beaner.
I heard wiener. Sorry, speak again.
Puerto Rico's like 90% beaner. And
I'm just shitting with you, bro.
Oh yeah. And it lasted 2 hours. That's about it. Holy shit, the fucking face.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Wiener. It's Wiener Man. He's gonna show us his wiener.
I don't remember what report I saw. It's like, where does those email come from? It's like Anthony Weiner. It's like, and the guy is like, oh.
No, please, no more wiener puns.
Wiener spickle. Oh,
where? There it is.
Smoking gun.
Oh yeah.
Wiener sets probe pound the dirt on hill.
Tip of the wiener. Oh.
There it is. We need to get that suited.
Oh, that reminds me of a game that we used to play called Hide the Wiener.
Wiener pulls out.
Now, this is how you put on a condom, guys.
It could be my wiener.
Get a banana, eat it, then ask Jason to take off his pants.
Hung out.
The media was having a field day with those fucking puns. Hey, that's
Hey,
pretty good.
hard numbers there.
Yeah. The media was having such a field day. My favorite one was when his it was called Cocktober Surprise. His ridiculous.
October surprise. That's gotta be good.
Oh yes. So, oh yeah, we were talking about the news. This idea to lay minefield of dog shit to perhaps to minefield against Nazis. That's actually the best idea because the Nazis will come and go, but shit will remain. And even though they say they will clean it up afterward, they can't clean up the streets of San Francisco from shit. I don't think they will clean up the beaches either. Oh yeah, they will live. Well, then again, they are not. They are used to living in shit, so no problem for them. But they'll still find it really funny. They're literally shitting up their own place just to spite the Nazis. Nazis, you know. Everyone is Nazi. Everyone's a Nazi. Everyone's for white supremacy.
The fuck?
What?
What? Fucking shit.
Say what in the bot?
I just turned for 1 second and I see that.
Oh yeah, that one.
And also the Amicol. We'll mention that, but yeah. Who would think that God is such a triggered snowflake? I think I'll go with Satan. Thank you very much.
It's simply just, come on, even when he's saying nothing that is disagreeable with, unless you want Texans to die.
Well, maybe they do, because Texas is very conservative. Well, except for
yeah,
this,
we're half Baptist and we're half Catholic and half Baptist. The atheists don't survive long enough under us.
Except for those blue counties next to the Mexican border.
This one city in Texas, which is like a leftist call, in the, like.
That'll be Austin or Dallas.
In Texas, yeah, that's where this, where they have this kind of public access to the channel Atheist Experience, which went to shit after it was taken over by SJWs. Matt Dildo Conti and
that's a weapon.
Hard on Ra and others are the cocks. So, let me find another screenshot. There was this.
Wait, has the Atheist Experience went back? I mean, because I've mostly just seen Matt Dillahan. I haven't seen like the other people so much.
Well, they're even worse than Matt Dildo Conti. They are raging. So, where's this?
Jesus Christ, this guy is pissed.
Yeah, so leftist
experience. You did the get a Facebook that had better things to do instead of rant about the president?
Well, no.
Sorry.
See, the thing is them tweeting like stuff against the president is actually self-promotion because he's got like what 30 something million followers or whatever. So if you post stuff against him, all the lefty people and stuff like that will get, you'll get attention.
Oh yeah, there was this article on Heat Street about people who really want to those who just respond to every single tweet by Trump, and they actually set up notifications. And since Trump likes to tweet at all inconvenient times, those people are really, really restless and are sleep deprived because they are woken up by his tweets. Maybe that's why he tweets at all those inconvenient times, to make them wake up and lose sleep over him, literally. That's really, really funny.
An inconvenient tweet. Sounds like a movie.
And they really went apeshit when he started blocking them. So what? It's like gun simulator.
Yep.
So it's where you just.
It's just disassembling and reassembling guns. That's all this game is.
So,
It's very appealing when you actually own a gun and you understand all the parts.
I mean, I don't own a gun, but I know what the parts do. There's recoil spring, so it can cycle.
The only thing the freaking journalist could probably name is a fucking trigger.
Yeah,
And that's it. It's like, yeah, I know what the trigger is. I was talking about the fucking recoil thing. I was talking about the freaking
slide, the hammer,
the grip safety.
It won't fire unless you hold it there. So. And there's the
literally
manual safety there also.
I think I saw a video of I don't know if it's really an Antifa or a just a retard that's trying to do anything to them as ridiculous, but it's like, oh, an AK-47. It's like, oh, it's complicated. Dude, I'm pretty sure I never hold one, and I'm pretty sure I could disassemble it and reassemble it like that.
You guys covered that article about what's his name?
Or I would say, quote, like, operate one is like, no, an AK-47. It's super easy. It's supposed to be usable by a fucking farmer in the middle of nowhere, like that.
And that's what communism is. It's supposed to be usable by a farmer in the middle of nowhere, unless it's a Ukrainian farmer.
Yeah, no, those are fucking irredeemable.
Like, I could take apart an AK-47 because I have done so before, and then I take apart of a fucking American freaking gun, and it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
This reminds me of this video called
the safety. It's like, oh my god, the safety is gigantic of that shit.
Yeah.
It was above the stove, a mirror box of hot.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Jericho AFK. My name is Jericho, and today we've got hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I'm excited to get into this. I've only done this, so I've loaded the indoor range.
So it's a comparison between Polygon review of the VR game. So
Oh, a friend of mine sent me this a couple of days ago.
who isn't a retard? Comparison.
Well, we are very much inside an indoor range.
And I know this because, like every kid, I used to hold it and would sometimes put my finger on the trigger, running how much pressure it was taking.
I'm just going to knock this thing back to about 12 and forget to plug in my headset. So this is what I mean by a realistic gun model. As you can see, we are in a gun range, but we have a realistic model with got wear and tear, scratches on there, as well as the strap holders. What am I going to call
There
it?
you are, you naughty
No
bastard.
idea if this game was ever loaded, and I've never thought to ask.
Is this Mad Pat? It sounds like Mad Pat.
In my middle age, I think they're fun in video games and in fantasy settings, but a few times I've gone to a range and I've felt a deep sense of unease.
You obviously have to go to the right range.
In a fucking range. You're shooting
in a fucking range.
Paper.
You're shooting the most manly thing ever made to man, and you cannot feel the need to shoot it like 50 more times. You obviously have skinny ass arms and can't fucking hold a gun properly, can you?
Reminds me of this. Remember?
Where's that naughty piece? There you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was the one I was referring to. The one with Mr. Kuntzman.
Yeah. Not much of a man, but a lot of cunt.
Yeah, unfortunate name. Yet fitting.
Well, to be like a bazooka. Imagine firing an actual bazooka.
A bazooka wouldn't have had almost any recoil.
Yeah, but it's louder.
Yes, it's louder, but it's like, fucking hell, it's a recoilless gun! Bazooka, come on.
What, the RPG?
RPG, bazooka, any of the rocket launchers, they are all recoilless.
Yeah, but
just holding a tube open at the end, it's a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but when it explodes,
Where's that naughty
time around.
bastard?
The real round, it's louder than the AR.
The AR-15 is a manly ass fucking weapon.
And it always very loud. Well, this is why they have those ear mufflers. You can just put them on and it won't be as loud.
Yeah. Did someone just fart?
Imagine him, I don't know.
Horrifying machine. I can tell you what a horrifying machine is. That's a white van in London Street. Did I take it too far?
No.
And I thought most innocent car meets were lethal.
Okay, London has a new rule. We're banning all white vans because of their prejudice and racism.
A Swedish newspaper actually suggested this. We should ban vehicles.
It's Sweden.
White van. You're a fucking white van.
Oh, say I gotta get going by now, guys. So I'll see you later.
Aw, Scaly is leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Draco. Where's that naughty piece?
We might as well wrap it up for today, unless you have any topics we want to discuss. It was really,
Let's see. This date now.
Yeah, I need to get food at some point.
Well, let's wrap it up for today then.
Food.
Food is good.
Where is that naughty little frickin' piece?
Oh, hey, that's a topic.
That is a topic.
You our naughty little piece.
Okay, anyways.
I can't accept that.
Yeah, fire 40 rounds a minute. File the hammer down. Fire 3,000 rounds a minute.
Fire fucking minigun. That recoil, just saying.
Well, it's
We'll make a jetpack turn it exploded again.
It did.
They are mounted on tripods and not like not supposed to be handheld. Especially those helicopters and other things.
Big miniguns. They have a shit ton of recoil. Like the A10 with the Go 8 Avenger. That's like the biggest one, and it has as much recoil as one of the engines.
The GU8. It's a GUA-8. That's the weapon on top of the. That's the weapon that's actually flying. It's not the A10 Thunderbolt that's flying. The A10 Thunderbolt is just the accessory the pilot lives in. It's literally the minigun.
Speaking of remember when in some was it like a Grand Theft Auto 3 when you can drive a tank, put the target behind you, and start firing, and your tank gets airborne from recoil. Remember that bug?
I think that was GTA. No, somewhere between 3 and San Andreas. 3, the tank was like a fucking rolling goddamn fortress that blew up everything it touched for some reason. That's not even how real tanks work. Things don't just explode by touching them. GTA 3, they were just like, fuck it. We need to have a tank because
we can make
that's
it
just
that
badass.
Way. We can make it that way.
He wanted something that felt like a cannon. He should have shot a 50 cal revolver.
Trust me, if you wanted to shoot a cannon, just shoot a fucking 150 millimeter cannon, or even.
I live near several.
No, but I mean, shoot something that you can actually buy as a civilian and shoot.
You can actually buy those as a civilian.
I'll steal a fucking canyon from one of the Civil War monuments and refurbish it. Then I'll shoot a real fucking cannon.
They actually, you can actually buy those type of cannons for civilian use.
What?
Yeah, but I think they're disabled. It's not fully shoot a full shell. Whoops.
You just have to have 5 freaking things for it.
Yo!
A swing set glitch. Remember that one in T4? Yeah, T4. Where you can go to this swing set and just drive into it, and it'll launch your car flying.
You can actually buy tanks here in Texas, just saying.
Yeah.
You can actually
Can you
have
buy
cannons on them
there in
too.
Texas?
Why would we buy tanks?
You can buy APCs.
So I can take you home to Georgia.
In Texas, you can have them armed. The tanks can be armed.
Yes, they can. And on the street too. You can openly carry swords too. You can do many things that involve weapons in Texas.
Why would you carry swords if you can drive a tank?
Look, if you can, tanks are expensive. Openly carrying swords is awesome too.
It's like, oh, you can have the gun, just the ammo is illegal.
Yeah, the ammo isn't even illegal either. You can also have it loaded too, but you're gonna have to have a range master at least every mile of the way with you the entire time. Every mile, you're gonna have to have one range master there. and it cannot be the same range master. It has to be a different
Hold
range
up.
master.
Anyways, I think we should wrap it up for today.
Hold up, I have to show you one thing why you would
endured this. It was really good. Today's live stream was even worse than our usual, and our usual live streams aren't great to begin with. Yes, thanks for joining us. Thanks for enduring the
Thanks for having us.
All right.
We love you. No.
Bye.
Bye safe.
By Privilege.
Yeah.
Stay problematic, and next time.